Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special one-shot. Woo!
We're special.
Yep.
We're special.
This is a Tales of Aneria one-shot that the party requested because they want to get a new home. And
we're sick and tired of the other game.
Yeah. No more of that one. No.
It's over.
We got rid of Colby. The main draw for the channel. No.
We wrote him off the show.
Yeah. No, Colby
He's
is on spring break because as the only one with a full-time
He's
YouTube
in
career, he gets to do spring break.
Yeah,
But we hope to have him back next week for the continuation of the regular game. And in the meantime, we're going to do a Little Hopes one-shot, following up with our favorite tiny characters. And I think we're going to start.
If you haven't seen the first one, there will be a card right
yes.
here.
Yep.
Ding, ding,
Wonderful
ding,
card.
Ding, ding.
Do I do it the right way?
Yep, you are.
I don't know if I was.
You
but-
just do this.
Yeah. And we're going to see how it goes tonight. I'm excited. I have a few things planned. I have a few things that didn't quite get planned, but we'll wing it. That's a bird pun for those of you who are
I think
birds.
that's just the Little Hopes motto.
Yeah.
We'll
just
wing it.
We'll wing it.
Wing it.
Yeah, we'll wing it.
But let's go ahead and jump right into it. A few months have passed since the last major adventure of the Little Hopes. Hallie has long bid farewell and left for Six Hills to try and make it back before she misses too much of her studies. And for the most part, things have been quiet for the burgeoning band. However, there are a few things that have happened in the intervening time, which I'd like to ask you guys about. We're going to go around the table and everybody can tell me what the Little Hopes, or your individual characters, have been up to. So let's go ahead and just go, starting with Scott.
Okay.
What has Cilin been up to? And kind of give us a reminder of Cilin as well in this, just because it has been a while since we've seen these
Can you
characters.
spell the name?
Cillin.
Yep.
Cilin, sorry.
Meekmarrow.
Yep.
I remember because I watched some of the things
Today.
to remind myself.
He is a Lidae, which is a kind of an otter folk in an area. Rogue, wears kind of like black leathers, has a hood, of course, a bandana when he's doing some sneaky stuff. Fingerless gloves, of course.
Sneaky.
Rotation going on. I think we have the other. We'll throw them
Does he
up
do
here.
that?
Yeah.
The inside-out duct tape gloves like in Home Alone and stick his hand in the...
No.
The wet bandits.
Sticky bandits.
So Cilin has just been kind of hanging around the local tavern, maybe looking for some work, and something came up that kind of caught his eye. There was a big commotion in kind of the town square one day, and when he kind of snuck his way through the crowd and did the whole,
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed, into it, they found out that there was kind of a hastily made cage in the center of the town, and inside of it were some cats, dogs, and some other basically pets. Maybe a ferret, gerbils, things like that, or the Aneria equivalent of those animals.
All of those animals exist in an area, except for gerbils, and you know why.
You know what you did.
They've all been
Very young,
they've all been
don't they?
horribly mutated, but they weren't entirely right. There was something wrong with them. That kind of like lifeless eyes, really mangy looking, and off in the background there were some kids crying, being held back by their parents, type of thing. And what he found out was the kids that had their pets who had passed away or died the pets were coming back.
Oh no.
But they were undead.
Oh no.
And so
That is bad.
the town wanted to find out.
Says the human farmer standing like off to the side.
The town wanted to find out where they were coming from. And so they put out kind of a bounty reward. And so Cilin got the Little Hopes and basically talked him into going and finding out what was going on. And come to find out, it was actually a little kid that was couldn't control their magic.
Okay.
And this was kind of like a coping thing for him. They would go and find, animals that had just been buried or whatever, and was trying to have friends. And animals would end up escaping and going back to, kind of a natural instinct thing. They weren't like zombies and biting people and turning into zombies, but they were they were just undead and obviously
Precursors.
kind of creepy to
He's
parents,
like the
right?
opposite of a serial killer, because isn't that
He's
like
a
the
serial
first
killer.
thing?
Serial razor.
Razor.
Yeah.
And so when the Little Hopes
He's a
found
cleric.
him,
It'll be a cleric.
That would be
He's a cleric
Cinnamon Toast
part-time.
Crunch's cereal
Yes.
razors. I
Serial
think.
razor. Yeah.
Oh no, Captain Crunch is pretty sharp.
That's true.
Seriously. It's out of your mouth.
Yeah. And so when we found him, we helped him get control of his magic and kind of talked to him about, maybe we shouldn't do this. This is something that the town doesn't like, but we definitely were like, we're not turning this person in, right? And so what we ended up doing is we ended up kind of fabricating that we found a necromancer, and
Can
one of us
I add something?
had to go dig up a skull.
Can I actually add something to change the
Sure.
story a little bit?
Go ahead.
Because I would say that you weren't the only ones hunting the bounty. A group of masochists that were passing through were also hunting and found the kid. And you had to fight them. And when you defeated them, i.e. killed them because you're both bands of mercenaries,
Yes.
you claimed that they were the necromancers and that you had
Yes.
saved the
I love
area.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
And so we saw
Twist.
that
Let your guns
issue,
win.
and then
That's totally how you play that on piano.
were you with us at that time, Preston?
You would probably have needed some muscle
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
to dig up.
Bird muscle.
Bird,
Hey, that's where some of my.
bird muscle.
My bones may be hollow, but my heart.
I mean,
is
I
full.
weigh a whopping 25 pounds. Come
Ingrid
on.
takes offense to that. You have bird muscle. So that's actually we'll transition from there. Also, did you get a magic item as a reward for that?
I actually found a dagger of warning off of one of the.
One of the masochists had a magic.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But they didn't know.
Scandal.
They didn't know.
No. Yeah.
Or well, we assumed they probably
They
didn't.
didn't cast identify, so they
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. Once I
They didn't tune
This
either
dagger
that-
hums a little bit. It's
either
kind of
that-
weird.
either
Every
that or it
time
was
bad
being
guys comes, it turns blue. It's really weird.
it was being confiscated by him. How about that?
Oh yeah. Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
They were looking for a place to
So
destroy.
now I can. It warns me of danger.
Nice.
Also, my person, I have advantage on initiative, and none of you guys can be surprised while you're within 30 feet of me. So.
Very cool. So that's actually we'll kind of instead of going clockwise like I wanted to or counterclockwise, we'll skip over because that was the first adventure of who or was it?
Who?
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 The newest member of the Littlest Hopes, the young Owlkin Mongus.
Oh no.
Forget about it. It's fine. It's
This
fine.
is a meme
Mongus,
game.
I mean, I'm
It's a
walking
meme
around
game.
here. It's gonna be fine. We were walking through the woods and they came up on us and we just had nothing. I mean, it was either us or it was them. I mean, just because I got some of his toads around my neck, don't call me a bird brain or nothing. It's just what it is,
Okay.
I
So
cannot wait for all these bird puns.
yes.
Or every time
Well
you say,
done.
who are we looking for? What? Well, no.
Yeah,
No.
that
Who's
won't
talking? No, I'm talking.
We're gonna do the who's on first base.
That
bit.
won't get annoying. Take your epic die and get out.
I'm excited to
Yeah.
hear it.
So let's talk about who. Who is who?
Who is a
You're not going to do the accent the whole time.
I'm gonna try really hard. I'm an athlete, People hear about me. I go around in little fighting rings. You do a little bit of stuff, a little here, a little there. We go down on the docks, with the rough and tumble, and then ruffle some feathers. We're gonna just get down there and get down to business. You gotta. If you don't come up with a little bit of scratch, then you didn't do it right.
Okay. And how did who join the?
I'm gonna
Oh,
put. We need a pun counter.
Yeah, you kind of
There's a good
pigeonholed yourself into that
kind of
voice.
pigeonhole
Thanks.
myself in here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I'm gonna be hoarse by the end of the night. That's 100%.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna be bird.
That. Well, I was going to give you one as well.
Well, I like to when I see other people struggling, I help. And these guys, they look like they were in a little bit of a pinch. Just kind of was coming by.
Okay. So how did who join the Little Hopes?
So yeah, I like to help people when I see them. They need a little bit of help sometimes, but if they don't really need the help, that was whatever. But I'm not saying I like them or anything, but they look like they needed a little bit of muscle. I said, forget about it. Like, I'm here for you. And then the monk, actually, like, it seemed like they were pretty strong. I wanted to fight, and they said no. I don't take no for an answer, Like, I'm going to get it one way or another.
Middle of
You're
combat.
not gonna
I'm gonna
see
punch
eye to
him in
eye.
the back of the head with my wing.
It just kind of makes me angry sometimes. I've got some issues that I got to work through, but, it's okay. I picked up this nice fork. It helps me get fish whenever I want them. It's nice. So if you guys want any fish fillets, I know a guy.
It helps with food. I like fish.
It's true.
Cilin
Like,
loves fish.
tried in the
Fish
fish
burritos.
That's
command.
what I was raised on.
All right, and then do you want to just give a brief out of character description for who?
So he's basically he's chaotic neutral. He's male, silver. His eyes are silver. He's small, 2 feet 7 inches.
Who
He's
else
little
is
tiny.
chaotic neutral?
He's tiny.
I am.
Of course.
I think I am too.
And
I don't think I chose.
you can put it on the screen, but that's his little face.
Yep.
He's a little tiny guy. He's got like a little bit of bone necklace. Apparently, some of them are fresher than others. And
It's your job to Photoshop that picture and put the gear on him.
yeah, and then he's got like it's not like your typical barbarian loincloth, but he is a barbarian. He's a level 7 barbarian, the bear totem. And
You know what I heard an hour and a half ago?
what?
Cory's door was closed. I'm listening to music pretty loud, and I hear, "Oh my god!" and I'm like, okay. So I pause the music. I send him a message. I was like, "I heard a cry of anguish. Is everything okay?"
It's just Preston's character.
Yes.
Which is
So you're on
sign.
the right track then.
If
Right,
I'm
we're
raging, it means that your barbarian's probably going to be okay.
So he's tiny. He's like 25 pounds. He wields a great axe, and he has a
great fork.
trident of fish command, a great fork for he's borrowed.
So the great axe is the weapon. The trident of fish command is just for food.
exclusively for food.
just for food.
That's what my uncommon items.
Okay.
Straight up.
Makes
I mean,
sense.
you don't need rations.
Yep.
So just anytime we're by water,
Yep.
anything with a swimming speed, which includes people.
Because I think the trident of fish command says that any creature with the swim speed.
Save DC 15 on a beast that has an innate swimming speed. So innate.
Yeah.
So I guess not.
Darn it. Unfortunately, Cilin is too humanoid.
Sharks.
Sharks. All right. So yeah, that's who. I want to let you know personally that your use of a gangster accent coincides with me learning that the new Magic set is all about like a 1920s gangster world.
Oh, good.
and like Magic Gangster World, and I'm just swimming in it right now.
Good.
So thank you, I appreciate
So
that.
good. I was trying a different one on the way. It was more like Mongolian, and then Becca's like, "No, you should do gangster."
Yeah, like the pigeons.
Hey,
and,
honey.
in
Poke your head out of the shower. Hey, honey. How's this accent?
Yeah, no, I was literally sitting at the table at Texas Roadhouse waiting for our food, and less than an hour ago, and they were like, "Yeah," I was talking to myself, and everyone was looking at me. It was weird.
Did you start? Hey, what are you doing? What are you looking at, huh?
Hey, what are you looking at, man?
Hey, I'm trying voices over here.
Trying voices.
Throw a peanut at him.
Yeah.
Certainly.
All right, let's go ahead and move on over or back over to Gwen.
Okay, so Gwen is 3'1", so she's probably taller than everybody but.
I think Cilin is like
Cilin.
3'4".
Yeah, something like that.
So
But I crouch a lot.
Check your
she's
character sheet.
super fit. She has high-waisted like joggers, but like a fantasy version. So I don't know how you make it
Oh
look
wait,
like
wrong
that.
way.
And it's like dark blue, and it's like woven with like silver thread. It has like stars and moons, and I don't know, like any sort of like witchy type pattern. Of course, she wears like a crop top, tank top, because she's got to show off all of her muscles, especially her six pack.
I was gonna say they're not like pajama pants with like stars on them. Like
No,
Oh.
they're like more form fitting because she's fit. So
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta show off.
So
You gotta
that's
show
all.
off the glutes.
Yeah.
You work hard for them.
exactly.
You should show them off.
Gains
She
for days.
has tattoos, basically arms, chest, back, stomach, pretty much everywhere but her legs and her face.
Okay.
So she's super tatted up. One of them looks weird.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
on the hand, right?
Yeah, she has like a chicken foot, like claw on her hand, and depending on the light, it might look different colors or different, like maybe like it's moving or something. So it's kind of a trippy tattoo.
No judgments. It's not like Maybe
Yeah.
you're making fun of my ancestors.
I don't know. She's just like that.
He's making fun of you.
She has dirty blonde hair, kind of like tan skin. Her recent event, someone had taken a sacred idol from a monk temple.
Ooh.
And they wanted it back. So they hired Little Hopes. And come to find out, the person who had taken it was traveling the road pretending to be like a cleric or something, getting offerings from travelers, but was really just ripping them off, trying to survive.
Okay.
So, much in the fashion of Cilin, we got the idol back, but we let them go because they were just doing it because they were hungry. So, took the idol back, let them know it was just, we told them it was like ditched somewhere and brought it back and got a reward. But,
We bring
let 'em go.
hope to the world.
Yeah,
Even
we
if it's
just
little.
let the guys go if they're good.
Yeah.
Guess that's
Small acts of kindness.
our
Mm-hmm. Very
theme.
cool.
And for that, I got boots of flying, or winged boots, because
Thanks
I
for-
can't be the only
thanks for
flying person in the
bringing
party.
Thanks for bringing our idol back. Here's some magic boots. That's a good monastery right there.
You can pick money or boots.
We'll take the boots.
There can even be money in them.
You can't accept money because you're a monk, right?
Yeah, probably.
Very cool.
You can't
and-
spell money without with sound K.
And you're just still level 7 straight monk, right?
What?
You haven't taken any.
Yep, just took 2 more levels of monk.
Okay.
Got another like cool. What do they call it? The element bending crap, the avatar stuff.
Did you change one, or did you change one last time?
No, so I have 3 now. So I kept the 2, and then I just
because there was one where you got like the minor control, and you changed that out at like level 5, I think.
Oh, I might have. Yeah.
But yeah, I was wondering if you changed it this time or last time. But yeah,
Must have been last time.
okay. And finally, I would say that she's kind of the leader of the Little Hopes at this point. You get stuck being the leader every time, apparently.
I don't know why.
At
Did you
least-
come up with the theme
at
song
least
for me?
you're the
Because
face.
I'm bossy.
Yes.
Is why.
Did you have time to go over the notes we had about like the theme song when I start my fights and get mad and like get me in the zone? And...
Of course. Of course.
Cool.
I did not.
But let's talk about good old Braggy Bramblecheeks. Maggie Bramblecheeks. I can speak tonight.
Yes, Maggie, Bramblecheeks, Miss Cheeks, if you're nasty.
I am.
Don't say that.
Listen, Miss Cheeks, like we gotta go down
I
this
was
way.
just thinking of that song. John Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thanks. I don't know. I don't know if our viewers would know what that is.
That's
I
true.
feel like I'm a lot.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
Ooh, I am for real.
Yeah, now we got 2 Jackson references.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
Anyhow, Bramblecheeks. She is a Lightfoot halfling. She's 3 foot even. She has like really pale, light skin with kind of like pinkish undertones. Incredibly like a shock of orange hair that she has in these crazy dreadlocks, and her like eyebrows and eyelashes are so light, they're like white almost. She is kind of just like a crazy mix of things because it's just it's who she is.
Mm-hmm.
So she's level 5 bard, level 1 fighter, level 1 warlock.
I like the extra.
Madness.
This time you took an extra level in Bard and a new class in Fighter, right? Okay, just making sure I have that correct because I couldn't remember exactly what the mixture was.
She's a little crazy. Yeah,
She tells great stories, though.
I love it. Yeah, her patron is the Baba Yaga,
Bobby, yes.
and she has a little chicken named Ingrid who wears a little house.
I forgot about the
costume.
chicken.
Yeah, it kind of follows everyone around. But Bramblecheeks herself, you remember Mungo, the guy from whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He got into a little bit of trouble.
Oh yeah.
With the mob.
Ooh.
Yeah.
One of the Salsport gangs going around. Okay.
They're Etaquathan.
Oh, the Netaquathan. Oh. Ooh, even better.
Loan sharks, if you will. And
Fishy to me.
yeah, thank you.
I'm setting a precedent I don't want to set.
I didn't get one.
Your joke's not good enough.
The
find
family name. Well, so he bet on some boundary racing, which is illegal in Salsport, as you know.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and he
It's like,
lost.
it is? Okay.
Yeah,
It absolutely is. Cory in the future who's watching this, you better write it down.
Sorry about that. But Mongo, he placed a really bad bet, and he was out a lot of money, and he had to borrow from the mob to pay his bets, and then he didn't pay them back. You know how it is.
Never a good idea.
Anyway,
He lost his girlfriend over it too.
Did
Yeah.
they put him in
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
like Squid Games?
No,
Shark Games?
that's horrible. But they should. Mongo would not last very long. I have a feeling.
No, Mungo would not.
He'd just be like, just kill me. I'm sacrificing myself. So anyhow, they came to his shop, and he had a very rare, incredibly rare magic item, which was
Oh, he definitely had like a couple air elemental gems on him that
he absolutely did, and they took them as payment for this money that he owed them. The only thing was that those had actually been pawned by a super powerful wizard.
Oh, jeez.
And so he kind of had to get them back. So he hired the Little Hopes when he had enough money to buy them back. He tried to buy them back, but they were like, no deal.
Yeah.
Anyway, the mob family, they're called the... What did I call them? Hang on. I wrote this one down. The Giliotis.
Oh, nice.
Can you send that to me, please? I'm going to need that as well.
The Giliotis.
Giliolis.
And of course, it was Vinny Gilioli, who is the mob boss. And
I know Vinny.
So-
He's a good guy.
you probably know them.
Victor.
What are you doing here, who?
Very familiar. So we had to infiltrate the mob.
Okay.
Maggie decided to dress up and go undercover as like a pledge. She wanted to see if she could, because she had to find these things.
Did she wear a fin? Is my question.
100%. Just like
Yep. She's like, I'm definitely one of you. See the
shark.
fin?
they did call her Baby Shark. Actually,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
her.
Perfect.
Yeah,
That was
her
It's
nickname.
a street name.
Yeah, Baby Shark.
Who was left
Baby
shark?
Anyway, she found the thing. She called in.
That's Bonnie
you know,
the left shark.
What? She called in everyone else to come. We
Two
did all
guards.
these things. It was like Mission Impossible stuff. People were hanging from the sky, and anyway, it was amazing.
It was
we got it
Ingrid
back.
being held up by who as he flaps.
But we did leave the money that Mungo owed
Okay.
in place of that with a little with some interest because that was not very good of him. And he paid us handsomely, and he even gave Maggie some pipes of haunting to use.
Some special item that I just know that the Baba Yaga would be very impressed with this.
Well, I hope that she is, because we really put our necks on the line for you.
And I do appreciate that. And I would like to extend not only my gratitude, but my abilities as a kind of an ear to the ground, so to speak. I could be your agent. I could kind of feel out deals for you, that sort of thing. No, I wouldn't even take a cut. Friends don't take cuts from friends.
I'm not sure. I mean, how useful is it if he's always got his head on the ground?
I think we're going to be saving you more than you're going to be getting as business.
Oh, no, I wouldn't
I don't
ask
really
for
want
anything
you
in
feeding
return.
me.
No,
I
I
mean,
wouldn't
with
touch.
warts
I mean,
and
unless
everything.
I only if you give consent will I touch you.
Mrs. Cheeks
That is
doesn't like
Mungo's
that.
policy.
I mean, forget about it.
Mungo has a
It
good
is.
policy.
It's right there on the door.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Right, like no shirts, no shooters, no consent, no service.
No service.
No consent is big red
Yes.
letters.
But yeah, Mungo did become kind of maybe not like an official agent, but he definitely has been like feeding you jobs over the next like couple months or so. Maybe a couple of your jobs you got from them, or just random ones that he found and fetch quests throughout the city, that sort of thing. Now, before we get any further into it, I just want to remind that one of you has an orb of water control.
Yes, I have that.
Okay,
It
I'm just
is
making sure that you remember.
Decanter of endless water.
Yes, the decanter of endless water. But it's like it is in the shape of an orb, like a
Oh, okay.
like almost that you can like.
Yeah, we got it from their water elementals.
Are
Or
you-
those spheres, those water spheres,
Yeah,
right?
mhm.
Did I detect you're already avoiding the word who?
No.
Okay.
Although
Which one
I
of
might
you?
have to.
Which one of who has this?
So he's been pretty good for you. He doesn't provide you any discounts for his store. Unfortunately, business is business, and that's separate from his friends. but he acts almost as an agent, and he's sliding you work opportunities. And it's one of these opportunities that brings you back to the Bilge Pump Tavern, where 3 figures are sitting at the table as you arrive.
Do we know them?
Yeah, one of them...
Are they in our table?
Yeah, they're at your table. They're waiting.
Hey!
Mungo goes, "Oh, hello! Come on over. Let me introduce you." You are expecting Mungo and his 2 companions. You haven't met them formally, but he said that there's 2 people that are looking to hire. And, yeah, so that's why you're here.
Cilin, maybe you want to scout around, just make sure they don't have any people hiding in the back?
Sure. Yeah, I'll go take care of that.
Sorry, don't want to step on your toes.
Well-
No. It's quite all right.
When we first walked in, I forgot there was going to be people at the table, so I like ruffled my feathers up, like made myself look big, like I'm intimidating them.
You puff out your chest.
And then when
Like
you
a
realize
Pokemon.
what's
going on.
I'm imagining like Mowgli and Jungle
Yeah.
Book. when he's like,
Come on, put them up. You're very high then.
Perfect. Yeah, so who is approaching first? Maggie? Okay.
Mungo, so good to see ya.
Good to see you as well. We made more room at the table because we have a few extra guests tonight.
And there are enough chairs for the 4 of you. And then the Mungo and 2 other people besides.
Right, well, nice to meet you. The name's Maggie Bramblecheeks. Funny story about that, but I'll save it for another day.
Thank you, Maggie. Let me introduce them formally as well here.
This is Lady Horaneth. And she waves, Mungo waves his hand first to the elven woman sitting at the table.
She is a law mage from the office of Verdun and Gathora here in the city. And she is here to facilitate the contract for tonight's agreement, if you agree to it.
While she has the typical elven traits, long ears and elegant features, her skin is blue with bands of white that stretch from what you can see along her back, kind of almost to the front, and almost kind of a tiger pattern along her arms and everything as well.
Pretty.
She has a straight posture, though one hand idly taps at the table as she inclines her head to each of you in turn. And she has a shimmering blue and black robe that looks pretty conservative as far as the dress goes, but it looks new, though she doesn't seem to be worried about ruining it in this place. And then she also has shimmering blue eyes and vibrant red hair wrapped in a neat bun. The only other notable feature is the pin bronze symbols above her heart, or the 2 symbols above her heart. One is an open tome with letters F and G stamped onto the pages, and the other is a much shinier gold symbol that looks well polished and displays the symbol of a hand with an eye in the palm.
Do we have music happening?
Yes, there's actually a little bit of background noise
love
we're
it.
trying out tonight. There's actually tavern-like noises going on as well. Might be a bit quiet, but yeah, there's like drinks clinking and everything. Because the one-shots are where we get to try out new things. And thanks to Syrinscape for all the cool stuff that we're able to do with this.
After the introductions, I go,
How you doing?
There's dogs in here. I am well.
They're-
and
Welcome to the
you?
Bilge Pump.
They're live
Good.
dogs. We got rid of
Yes.
the other.
And Mungo says, and this other gentleman, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to say your full name. That's fine. This is Squad Captain Fibblestib Nipper Fiddlefen. You can just call me Nipper.
And he waves to the gnome, a short man with tanned skin, a pair of gold earrings pierced in one ear. He has long black hair that cascades behind him to his shoulders, and a well-maintained long curved mustache graces his upper lip. Beyond that, he wears a white shirt, kind of your standard swashbuckler, with the cuffs and everything, a red scarf, and a red and gold overcoat. And then at his side is kind of a rapier. And he is the other half of tonight's equation. If you accept the deal, he has the information that will lead you on your adventure, as it were. But please sit down. Leah will explain everything, and I will order us some shrimp.
At this point, Cilin will be back around. They kind of just did a circuit kind of around the inn to see if there was any unusual shady types. New
Okay,
ones.
go ahead and give me an investigation check. And Mungo did introduce all of you as well, and
12.
Cilin once he arrives. 12? You didn't see anybody that seemed too shady.
No shadier than us.
Yeah. Leah is probably the most unique soul in
You
here.
stand in the shade a lot.
So I'm sorry, you said that one of her pins was a tome with F and G on it.
Yep.
What was the other one?
The other one was of an open hand with an eye in the palm.
Okay.
Yep.
Like this?
Like that. Yeah. It's like a,
Oh.
almost like like kind of
Hands labyrinth style.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yep. Just exactly. Like that.
So you said Leah and Nipper.
Yep. You can call him Nipper. If you want to know
Good
his
old Nips.
full
Got
name,
it.
his full name is Anverth Frug Centik Opalbee Ripples Fiddlestib Nipper Fiddlefin, which is a standard gnomish name. Thank you very much.
Wow. Must be a smurbliffin.
That's Swerve Neplis.
For Netflix.
I can't even say it.
Yep.
Slugger-
One of those deep
Slugger-
gnomes.
Yep, a deep no.
Nephilim?
Snurvingler.
Snarky.
Surf-
Blarky.
Oh my gosh. I can't. I heard it so many times on the audiobooks. And
Sneebler?
Sverf Neblin. Sverf Neblin. There we go.
Swerve Neblin.
Got there eventually for a character that is not appearing in this scene. Okay. So as Cilin sits down, Mungo flags down the waitress, who kind of bounces over to him, and he kind of goes, a big platter of shrimp and cocktail sauce for the table, please, miss. And she goes, of course, cutie, and then she wanders off. Because Mungo has this weird charm as far as the ladies go. This is your watering hole.
No.
We love it. It's so weird. I love it here.
Call this cute.
But Leah leans forward and she says, do you want to wait for after dinner, or would you like to begin discussions now?
I think we'd like to begin discussions now.
Excellent.
We can eat and work.
And she pulls out a scroll and unrolls it, and it's a contract. And she says, this is the standard contract for tonight. A few things to note about it. It is for a 5,000 gold payment upon completion of Tesscadia's Tower of Trials. Are any of you aware of that?
Tesscadia?
Tesscadia.
Can we roll like a...
Tesscadia. You can roll a history check.
Tower...
You've all been in Salsport long enough that you can all roll with advantage, too.
19.
14.
Maggie definitely knows.
12.
14.
14. So you guys have a passing knowledge that there is like such a place, but Maggie knows the full details on it. Tesscadia was a one of Salsport's greatest wizards. Her stamp mark was on most of like the lovingly created constructs and magical trinkets around the city that weren't made by the Wellspring Item Company. And she absolutely loved riddles and puzzles. She used to hand them out every sort of like festival. She would just hand them out to kids just randomly from a seemingly endless bag. And unfortunately, a couple months ago, like 6 or 7 months, she died. So about a month after Tesscadia's death, her tower, which people had been debating on, like which mage would move in, what would happen to it, sealed itself off from all entry. Technically, nobody could get in, but some magical wards appeared on the front entrance, as well as a lyric, or a sort of phrase, that says, a rite of air, a trial of ground, a test of flowing water. Best the quest before the rest, and claim my shining tower.
I'm not going to write that down.
I love how all of you start trying, and then...
I got a rite of air, and then I was like,
Rite of air.
I know, I gotcha. Don't
It's
worry
okay, just
about
put it in the group.
Yeah,
thing.
it's gonna be in the Discord for you. Don't you worry.
You should post it in the regular Discord, and everyone will be like, "What the hell is going on?"
Yeah.
That'd be perfect. It's a little
Please
teaser.
do, yeah.
Little teaser for later.
It's in the one-shot discussion.
All right.
Yep.
there we go.
Trial of ground. Test of floating water. Best the quest before the rise and claim my shining tower. Okay.
Yep. Basically, and then there was a set of symbols that appeared and started shifting constantly. And it took the mages a couple days to figure out what they were, but they realized that they were a countdown for a transportation set, or a teleportation set. So after they determined that about after a year, a year after her death, the tower would disappear completely and be gone forever. But nobody has been able to gain entry into the tower since.
And it's been 6 months.
It has been 6 months. Yep. Okay. So any questions about the tower? About that portion?
No.
How do we get
Are
there?
you sure we're the right ones for this?
No, we're kind of not all smart.
My intelligence.
I have a negative one.
Because he's nocturnal, he actually has fallen asleep during this parts of it.
Okay.
Are you smart? Probably not. Cilin?
Well, I mean, I like to think I'm all right.
You say smart, he just kind of trips his head, does the whole like upside
I
down
think we're in
back.
trouble. But we should not let them know.
It's 5,000 gold. All right.
That's a lot.
I mean, I could just
I mean,
break the door off.
that's a
and change it.
smart
It wouldn't be that
investment, so
hard.
I'd say we're all right.
Yeah. We can be street
Fine.
smart.
Yeah.
You look street smart. Kinda.
I've never met a smart street, but if you mean it, cool.
The thing said something about air. That's you.
You can do air.
And it said
I can
something
do
about water.
You can do water.
Yeah.
I can do fire. You know what? It didn't say anything about fire.
Ground? Yeah, walk on
Hey,
it every day.
no, that is the backup plan. If none of the
Is that
if
your
none of
ear?
the other stuff works, fire,
Fire.
burn it down.
Yeah, if we can't have it, no one can.
Perfect.
Sounds like a good plan.
Nipper leans forward and he says, I know how to get into the tower, actually. That's why I'm here. Or at least I think I do.
I don't understand then why you need us.
Well, I'm just one gnome.
We can see that.
Oh,
Will you
we're
be-
expendable. Is that
You
what
know,
it
with
is? We're
him,
going to be
are
your
you?
cannon fodder so you can
Talking
claim
to
the
lady.
glory.
Talk to. I am representing him. Yes.
That's too bad.
Scared me so bad.
Oh, the shrimp!
Yeah, the shrimp has arrived. Oh, wonderful! And the waitress puts down a Mungo and friends sized thing of grilled shrimp and cocktail sauce boat, and he goes, "Dig in! It's my treat, of course."
Oh yeah.
And Aaliyah has to quickly roll the
Just
scroll up
imagine-
and away
I'm just
from
imagining
underneath it.
the walrus and all the oysters.
Oh
and stuff.
my gosh,
The old
yeah.
cartoon.
That is so traumatizing. Poor baby oysters.
That is traumatizing.
They got no mama and a lot of hot sauce.
Fiddlefin here is actually a member, squadron captain of the Free Wind companies. Free Wind? Mercenaries? What did I call it?
As long as you're not part of the... What were they called? The RR...
Kraken clan. What were they called? The gear
ones that
crackers.
have the R's
we don't
on
know
their
that one.
Bum cheeks.
Yeah.
Oh, the ruffians.
Rough Riders.
Yeah, something like that.
The random
ruffians.
The random ruffians, of course.
Free Wind Scrappers. Sorry. That's
Free wind scrappers.
Ah, I think I've seen your shuttles.
Yeah,
Well,
you
you
might
call
have seen them
shuttle.
around with some of ours. We do a
Better
lot of
sense.
escorting over the rivers. We do a lot of
Horses.
escorting in the prairies, that sort of thing, based out of Last Stop. But yeah, so I was friends with Tesscadia, and I think that I know how to get inside.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you get inside?
Well, you see, and Leah goes, not until the contract is signed, unfortunately. We do have regulations and rules, and we don't want you being able to get in unless you are willing to sign.
then let's sign it already.
If you wish, and she unfurls it for Cilin, who has 2 mouthfuls of shrimp, and she presents it to you to sign.
Okay. I'll just grab a pen or whatever. I'll dip it in the cocktail sauce.
And the cocktail sauce turns into magical ink as Leah kind of waves her hand a little bit,
Probably,
Excuse me,
should,
miss.
Probably should need
Is
that.
this safe?
well, we made it yesterday, so maybe
You would serve day-old cocktail sauce.
I'm not turning into ink. So
we're serving
I'm
2-day-old shrimp, hun.
I knew it
Oh,
smelled weird.
That's why it's so good.
Mongo's like, "Whoa, agreed," and he just takes. He goes to take a scoop of the cocktail sauce in his hand, but he stops and he takes a bowl instead and scoops it out.
Listen, boss, I don't know how to write my name, but you think if I throw a pelt up on it, it'll work?
Just
You think
put
that'll
your-
be okay?
Just do a little scratch, and I think that
The-
should be fine.
The contract is
Maybe
magically binding as well.
You're
so
going to
anything
throw up on it. Okay.
No! Oh my gosh.
I see.
Not by the 2-day-old shrimp!
I'll pick it up and drop it on there.
Now,
There's bones stained.
as you're signing it, I'll go over the last portion. When you do have control of the tower, you are to immediately come to me and relinquish control to House Crestor of Terabon.
What? Why does this House Crester want it?
They did not make me privy to that information. I assume it's because they want to have a foothold in the city, and a wizard's tower is a good place to start. I would also
It is the tallest
say
structure in town.
it is. Actually, it is. Yeah. Tesscadia prided herself on having the best view. There is only one item inside the tower that is not to be turned over to Lady Crestor, and that is Philofin. And he goes, she was building me a new ornithopter, flying machine of sorts. And I want to grab whatever she had finished before she died, whether the whole thing or... so the Bilge, this is the Bilge pump, like on the docks kind of cavern. It is definitely like creaky,
Waves.
and the waves of the Aurelius are crashing up against the floorboards a little bit.
All right.
What is it?
Ornithopter. Got it. Got it.
So you go in, you claim the tower, you get the ornithopter to me, and you get 5,000 gold out of it. Easy peasy.
There's so much easier ways to fly, am I right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I would have no idea.
I thought we could all fly. You can't fly?
I don't trust the air.
Oh,
You don't trust the air.
You're breathing.
What does that even mean?
Cilin, you have to breathe, at least at some point.
That's not what I mean. Though.
starting blue again.
I don't like flying.
We're not going to get in.
Who? You
We got
do
a guy
know.
who doesn't even breathe.
You do know how flying works, right? You've got to have wings. Are you daft?
What?
Ingrid kind of like ruffles her feathers a little bit.
Well,
Are you
Maybe.
sure we're the best fit for getting into this thing?
Honestly,
We
I
are.
am not,
We
but
are.
you come highly recommended by Mungo. Indeed, I told her that you were the best.
Well, that's true.
I guess you
You're
have
not
your
wrong.
charm
Can't hurt to try.
sometimes.
Thank you. That means a lot coming from you, Gwen.
Do you have a girlfriend nowadays? Just curious about, since you lost that one from...
No,
You know
I'm
who.
still,
Ouch,
I'm still
cold-hearted.
looking. Yes.
Curious.
Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find anyone else that wants a serious, committed relationship. Plenty of one-off flings and all that, but I'm looking. I'm in it for the long haul, as it were.
Oh, why did we
and he
pick
kinda
finger
looks at
foods?
the,
I want my silverware.
He looks at the waitress that passes by again. And he goes, "Although there are a couple of prospects that interest me, of course."
Well, this is getting stale. Let's go find the tower.
sorry, but I'm not interested.
Leah, so everybody signs the contract,
doing
I'm
this.
assuming?
Yes.
Okay. You
I was
asked.
saying I'm not interested in him.
Oh, I thought you meant
I
in
thought
the
he was
contract. I'm
propositioning me. I
You
know
already signed.
I know
the
I'm all
pellet
like
that you
25 pounds of muscle,
Fucked up.
but
He's Mongo's extra truthful with us, apparently.
He's got nothing to hide. He's a big grunk. He doesn't. He's got a successful business, even though he was in debt a little bit. That's not neither here nor there, though. So once the contract is signed, Leah rolls it up and stands up pretty much immediately, and she says, "You have until the tower disappears or until you win it, I suppose. So feel free."
Do you know what happens if it disappears while we're in the tower?
Unfortunately, I do not. I'm not a mage. Well, I'm a law mage, but I don't study that.
What's the countdown right now?
I believe the countdown says that there's 5 months and about 23 days left.
Oh, we got plenty of time.
What if we die? Who gets our, I don't know.
how long's
Never
a
mind.
month?
If we die, we don't succeed, so we don't
How
get
long's a
5,000
month?
gold.
Yeah.
Are you seriously asking me that
How
right
many
now?
sons is that? I mean, like 3? How many's 3?
Like, I don't
Hold
know
up
how
your
the
hold up your talents. Hold up your talents.
How many
Hold up your
suns?
foot.
You don't even do suns. You
You
do
have 3.
How many
moons.
moons? That's why I'm confused. Like, right?
It's
I-
those on
How,
top of your
how
talents.
do the moon
Those 3.
lunar cycles work in
Uh,
Aneria?
it's a standard
Alright,
24-hour
okay.
day.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
So tomorrow.
There are no moons in an area, though.
Just a pitch black sky.
Yeah.
Did
How
I
many
know that
stars?
before?
How many
Everybody
nights?
knows that.
How many nights?
Interesting.
It's
Just
still.
remember, don't think about it too hard.
Yeah, don't think about it. It'll just give you a headache.
I do have
There is still like
What's a moon?
kind of a light that keeps everything from being like completely pitch black. But
It's just kind of like
It's Arcana.
yeah, it's
With
the
vanilla
beacon
aspect.
comes
basically
from,
acts as
kinda
like an
comes from
artificial.
everywhere
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yep.
Huh. Cool.
Interesting. So there is no such thing as a moon. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, every time, like that when that soft light comes up every night.
I would say you probably got 2 full ones of those every now and then in a month.
I guess so.
So after explaining it, how many days is in a month to who? Leah's already gone at this point.
No.
She
She's
stands
explaining
up.
to me.
Yeah, exactly. And Fiddlefin just kind of is sitting there and he goes, I mean, do you want to know how to get in the tower?
And Mungo and Cilin are both sitting back. The plate of giant shrimp is gone.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Go
Mungo,
swim it off.
oh, you're not supposed to swim 30 minutes after you eat.
I thought that was only for
I
people.
mean, if you do like me,
I'm not people.
He can.
I was gonna make
As he eats.
Yeah.
He's a person.
I was gonna make a pellet joke, but then I realized that'd probably be borderline bulimia joke, so I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah, probably not good. All right, so Nips. What
Nipper.
Nipper?
You can call me Nipper.
Niplet?
Nips.
don't call him nipples.
We will not call you Nipples.
Thank you. I can't. I don't want to add another name to the name list.
Is that just how it
tempting,
works?
though.
We just give you a nickname and like all of a sudden it adds on?
If it sticks, yeah, I eventually like. It's an honor thing among gnomes, but I got plenty of names. I don't need another one. Don't
All right.
start thinking of names. They have to stick.
for the
It's
party.
not.
It's too late. It's too late.
Okay,
All
Captain
right.
Nipples, where are we going?
Yeah. How do we get in? Are you
All right.
coming with us the whole time, or are
No,
you just showing us how to get in?
I'm gonna give you what you need to get in. That's for sure.
And why aren't you coming with us?
Because I'm better in the sky than I am on the ground, and the tower's not going to have any sort of sky battles. Or anything
It
like
said
that.
something about the wind, so I think you might be wrong.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm sorry I missed out. But anyway, and he reaches into the pouch at his side, and he pulls out 3 orbs and kind of slams them down on the table. There's one that is kind of a swirl of air inside the orb itself. There's one that looks like kind of this jagged stone kind of swirling inside of it, and then the third one is kind of a sloshing water orb. Not unlike the one you have, but a little different. And he goes, do you know what these are?
Listen, if you got those from the bathroom, I don't want to know.
Oh no, I'm very regular, thank you.
Give me there.
Blast off.
Don't eat the bathroom mints. They're disgusting.
So's the shrimp here. No offense to anyone in this. What's it called? The bilge pump?
It's a really gross
about
place,
right.
but it's our place.
Kind of love it. Here. Anyhow, tell us what these things are.
These are elemental cores.
Ah.
Yeah, just standard elemental cores. Hopefully you don't need any greater elemental cores or else you're going to be burning into your profit a bit too much there for sure. But I think if you place these on the sigils, one of air, one of water, one of ground, I think you'll get entrance into the tower.
Ah, I got it. Well, that's easy. And all we have to do is get into the tower and get your little fly thing.
Yeah, all you have to do is just beat whatever trial is inside, claim the tower for yourself, and bing, bing, boom.
I hope it's
5,000
not.
gold.
I hope it's not math. I'm not that good at math.
I thought we were not claiming it for us. We're claiming it for some bigwig.
Claim it for us and then
Well,
give it over.
To the House of Krusty.
Krusty's got it.
Yeah, the one from Terrebonne. House
They seem
Krusty.
pretty- They
House
seem
of
pretty
Krusties.
stuffy, I know.
House Crestor, actually.
House Krusty.
You know, she's
sounds like-
Chancellor
it
of
sounds like
Terrebonne now.
toothpaste.
I mean,
It
it's
sounds really fancy, but I bet she can't put up a dukes in a fight.
maybe you guys aren't the right ones for this adventure.
It's too late.
We don't like politics. We just like to fight.
No, I understand completely. I like to stay out of
Society.
politics as well. Just give me my shop and I'm good to go.
All right. So I forgot. Do we don't get the 5,000 until?
Until the tower.
All right.
Makes sense.
We can do it. I think we can do
make
it.
it work.
We got it.
It'll be fine.
Oh, and of course, because this is a very big mission, and I want to make sure you do well as your agent. And he grabs a little bag and he clinks it onto the table, and he goes, "These are the remaining health potions that were kind of at the bottom of the bin last month. They should be good enough for you."
Thanks a lot, Mungo.
And how many are in there?
There are 4 healing potions of questionableness.
Okay.
So go ahead and just divvy them out, 1 each. Everybody gets a regular healing potion. And each of them looks like they're not the kind of standard clear alchemist mixtures. It's like there's like a toenail in one of them. There's a bunch of different like gunk. Kind of
Why?
things.
Why a toenail?
Sorry.
Mine has floaties.
It's a lot of it's a lot of like Eye of Newt stuff that hasn't really been mixed together that well. So the liquid is what you need to drink in it.
If there's like a lizard tail or something, a lick his chops. I'm like, that was mine.
Yes, there is a lizard tail one.
That's the lizard tail is the stopper. And then just hanging off the side.
That's just like the little the worm at the end of the cocktail. You know, you're supposed to eat it.
That's only true for owl folk.
Yeah, we don't do that.
What? Okay.
I mean, you've seen me eat stuff that's weirder than that, so.
Yeah, but I've known you longer, so.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and
That's what it
Cilin,
takes.
you were talking about toothpaste. Have you ever even used any?
I smile and it's like,
It's like a fish bone.
Yeah. There's still some
there's
shrimp.
bits of shrimp still.
Cool.
Of course.
You don't even
It's
have
delicious.
any teeth.
It's delicious paste you put on your teeth, right? You rub it in,
Beak paste.
and then
It's like your beak shine.
It's fish
Everything's
paste.
sharp rocks.
it's fish paste that you just rub on your teeth. Toothpaste.
I don't think that's right. Anyhow, when do we leave? Where do we go?
Whenever you want.
Put some sand in it.
You all know where the tower is.
What time of day is it? Is
It
like
is.
noon?
It is. Yeah, it's about noon at this point. So.
Oh, we're day drinkers. Great.
Yep.
What do you think? Do we need to sleep off the alcohol first? No. All right.
All right.
I'm a
Let's
nighttime.
have
It
another
makes me
round before
more
we go.
nimble.
I'm a nighttime person. Don't worry about it.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Let's have another round of otter piss.
Of course. I'll get the waitress. Excuse me, lovely. And and she comes sauntering over, and she's like, and she giggles too, like she's into it.
Does anyone understand this?
This is, I will say that this is incredibly common for Mungo. For some reason, like females of like elven, human, all of the standard pretty races, like they absolutely adore.
What are you saying?
They want what they
We're
can't
not
have.
standard pretty races.
I mean, halflings, yeah, but you guys don't really see Mungo in that way.
No, he's much too big.
Yeah.
He'll crush me.
It's true. He would smother you to death.
So after another round of delicious otter piss from the Bilge Pump Tavern, the gang makes their way back onto the docks.
Here we are on the docks.
Yep.
Idea.
So is there anywhere that you want to go first, or are we going straight towards the tower?
Well, we should avoid that alleyway. I think last time I was down there, I got in a fight with one of the Goliath guys. Knocked his tooth out. Probably don't want to go there.
Seriously, you did?
Yeah.
Did you fight Gary?
Yeah.
Gary the Goliath?
Yeah, right here. See?
Deception check.
He's like the nicest dock worker I've ever met.
I got a 13 on my insight.
I got a total of 5 minus 1 on my persuasion check, so that's a 4.
You don't believe him, but the tooth is there.
I can't believe you fought Gary.
Yeah,
Why would you fight Gary?
He makes
Gary's
the
so
best
nice.
mincemeat pies you'll ever have.
You're burning our bridges. We need pie contacts.
That's the only contact.
You know, I didn't think of it
I mean, a
that way.
halfling would absolutely be.
Yes.
I think you're
Eye
right.
contact.
the best baker in town.
Makes great cannolis.
Do you know what? We'll forgive you for that.
My bad.
You're new.
He volunteers to feed the children twice a week.
And their dead
I still
pets.
don't feel bad for him.
Well,
They're still around.
No one killed them. They're just in a cage somewhere.
just left them.
In the middle of a town square still.
And every now and then Gary comes by and feeds them like some rotten food or something like that.
So,
They really can't like
Horrifying.
digest it or anything, but they love it.
They kept trying to kill him. They just kept coming back.
Yeah.
poor little boy.
Yeah.
Kind of like the town mascot.
Too much power. Okay, let's go do this.
All right. So is the tower like on the outskirts of town, like dead center of town,
So
like in a little peninsula jutting out into the water type of a thing?
So Salsport is tiered, like it has like kind of a lattice work of tiers, and it is at the top tier, pretty much on the hill that would lead down into
it's like a
Southport.
shanty Minas Tirith.
like a shanty ministry.
Okay.
Alright.
But like going down towards the river
Yep.
bank. Okay.
Mhm. Yep.
All right.
And then of course there is the road that leads down into Deep Well, from here as well. But you guys make your way up the switchbacks that lead up the lattice work until you get to the main thoroughfare, and you arrive at Tesscadia's tower, which Everybody roll me a d20, because this is going to be the Wayward Watch's tower.
A 1, but
One.
I can re-roll. Can't I?
I don't know. Can you?
What are we
Where are
adding
you?
to it?
This
Oh,
is
it's
something
not,
different, yes.
okay.
Nothing. Just,
An 8.
I got 1.
Me too. I got
Okay.
Both got 1s.
Preston, would you like to describe Tesscadia's tower and what it looks like? As you are the Wayward Watch who will be claiming this tower.
You remember the book? There's a little crooked house and a little crooked way and a crooked man and a crooked cat.
Yeah.
It doesn't look
Crooked
anything like
man is
that.
scary.
I was going to say, no, I do not.
No, I have no idea what that
man.
is.
I'm just thinking like, I don't know, my brain's going to the Sword in the Stone, where Merlin's tower, little kind of whatever it was. Something
Okay.
like that.
All right, cool.
Big, tall. And it's like, it's there, but it has like,
Preston,
occasionally it has like a little wave in, or like a little kind of
Like a
wiggle in it,
kink.
like a
Yeah.
kink in it, then you're just kind of like, whoa, that shouldn't like,
Yeah, stone shouldn't work that
Function.
way.
and that, but it functions and
So does it look like really rickety on the outside, but on the inside it's maybe that's like a
It's got a whole
An
section of
optical
tower
illusion?
that's like shifted over.
I'd
Like,
say it looks
There's
really
like a
nice
pipe that
first
they just
on
built
at the
around
bottom,
it.
and then as it went up, it was just kind of like they went as they went, and then it kind of gets worse as it goes up.
Huh.
But it's nice at the top. Like
Sorry.
that they
it's a
have
penthouse.
like a really nice, what's it called,
Penthouse?
veranda.
veranda
Oh,
type
veranda.
thing, like on Aladdin, where she like walks out, has a really big open porch type thing at the very top with
Do
a
you
little
trust
covering.
me?
And, exactly.
Very cool. There is no magic carpet up there currently.
Yet.
Should take that as my magic item.
I can show
If we find any
you
Was
records-
those.
that was that an uncommon item?
I don't know.
I really hope it's
I'm
not.
not gonna smothering.
Okay. Sorry. The program. Oh, sorry. There's a hog that, as you pass by, one of the undead hogs. Yeah. Okay. So that is the Tower of Tesscadia that you are here to claim, and again, like it's all covered in this shimmering white sheen, the protective bubble that keeps anybody from getting in, and of course, there up at the door is the 3 large runes. And then the limerick and the countdown around it.
Did you define what the material of the tower was? I think it'd be cool to be like a white marble with just like a slight gray.
Okay, yeah,
thing
almost
to
like a
it.
wavy gray.
It's like this,
light
this-
veins in
and then the
it.
top
Yeah.
is like a purple or like a.
you're gonna draw us a
pop
nice picture
color.
of this, right? So we all can.
That's 2 pictures
In
you
your
need to
spare
draw.
time.
So we can all
Yeah, what's been
Oh,
visualize.
your spare time.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I think that works perfectly. And you
Some
were
kind
the
of
master of that description, so accepted. And there's like 5 dragons that hang around, and they no. What type of gargoyles are on the tower, though? Like, what type of stone statues kind of dot the tower in certain
I'm
places?
not gonna say little anime creatures, but.
Maybe we should have somebody else. Everyone else roll off to
Thinking
decide.
Quasimodo.
Yeah, exactly.
I got an 8.
8?
Somebody else name the gargoyles,
A
please.
10.
10?
16.
16.
going
Cilin.
gothic?
What kind of statues are hanging around out here? Fish?
Yeah, a bunch of different like koi, like you know the like koi tattoo
Oh, the big
style,
koi with the
twisted
the water.
Uh-huh.
You know,
they
some of
have,
them.
like, the
some of
little-
them are even like they have like the big
Uh-huh.
mustache thing.
The catfish whiskers.
Used to have some flying buttresses too.
Just some random buttresses just floating around.
Yes.
To stabilize it.
Well, there's definitely like one little jut off tower that's got a whole bunch of them holding it up. But some of them even have like water coming out of their mouths, and it just runs down and then disappears.
Okay, cool.
Doesn't like rain down below. It just like all of a sudden it's gone.
Very cool. Is there a... Do you guys think that there's like anything out front in like a yard, or is it just like the street around it and then it just leads right to the tower? Or do you think
It
that
looks like it's the
veranda,
street,
like a-
but as you walk up to it, it's like, boom, it teleports you, and now you're like 30 feet away from the street, and that's the tower.
Yeah, it's like that
And
camera.
it's like
a magical,
It's that camera
like-
thing. And as you closer you get, the tower looks
Yeah.
the same size, but it gets further and further away.
And is there like a garden or a lawn inside, or is it just
Yeah, but
open
it's all
space?
dead.
It's all dead right now? Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Until
Like overgrown.
Someone
Like is it
inhabits it.
overgrown? and
Overgrown,
then
yeah,
died?
Happy.
overgrown,
Yes, until the beast
Right now,
dead, like
learns
tumbleweed,
to
we're
like
in
all the.
Voldemort's graveyard right now, and then it becomes
Cedric
Yeah,
Diggory
Cedric Diggory's
is dead,
Uh-huh. Yeah, but he's
too.
right over there.
holding the cup.
Yep.
Oh, sad.
So you guys walk up to the tower. You get that little moment of jarring as you're teleported 30 feet forward.
I throw up
Excuse me.
another pellet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that shrimp. But yeah, so what do you do?
Let's go up to the door.
Should we put the things?
Walk up
Yeah.
and punch the
I
door.
think we should put the thing. What? I don't think
You
that's
punch
going
the
to
door?
work.
I punch
No,
the door.
don't do that.
I am-
You're gonna
Go
hurt
ahead and
yourself.
roll me a strength check.
I am juggling the course while they're talking.
A strength
Silly.
check, you say. 17.
17 to hit your AC.
I'm at a 13 AC right now.
Okay. What is your standard fist damage?
You punch
That's
with your
a
talon.
6.
6. You take 6 damage.
Okay.
As basically you like smash into it, and it almost feels like it just stops you, and then like wham, it smacks you right in the face and stumbles you backwards.
I thought you said this was gonna be easy.
Oh, poor little bird brain. Okay. Where's the... You got them. Let's try those.
Yep. Oh.
Is there like a slot?
Nope,
for 'em,
it's
or
just 3.
okay.
There's like 3 flowing magic symbols. Yeah.
Can we tell
And,
which is which?
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check if you'd like.
No, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's definitely something that you're doing.
Okay.
22.
22.
16.
16. You can get advantage on this because you know elemental stuff.
Oh, nice.
A little bit
Like a
more.
video game.
18.
18. Yeah, Maggie definitely recognizes this a few moments before Gwen does. Yeah, one of them is the symbol, like the arcane symbol for water. One of them is the arcane symbol for air, and one of them is the arcane symbol for earth.
All right.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Here.
Can we
Can
reach
Yeah,
them?
Sure.
like they're rather large. Yep. So when you like place it against one, it shatters, and that rune fades away.
Whoa. Careful.
That was really cool.
I want to be the last one.
Okay. Yep. And
Last
then
one.
the last one. What is the last one?
Water. Yeah.
Water. Okay, yeah. The symbol of water like flows through, and then the water like arcs down into an arc, and the door opens, and you kind of have to go under the water arc to get to it.
Nice. Okay, let's go in.
It's a shame we have to give this up because I kind of like it.
Who's gonna
Maybe
take
we
a
can
second
rent-
before
Yep.
everyone else goes?
Maybe
Who's
we
gonna
can,
just stand outside and be afraid to
Maybe we can rent some rooms.
Did the door just shut behind us?
No,
Oh.
that was it opening.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Just kidding.
All right.
Yeah.
Very
Is
cautiously.
Is everyone prepared?
I got my questionable healing potion, my new dagger. I'm good to go. I'm full on shrimp, but in a little bit I might be hungry. I'm good to go.
Okay.
I understand, but I made some room for more back there.
Okay. So you guys enter into the tower, enter into this main entrance. It's a little dark in this first room, and as the last of you goes in, the door slams shut behind you.
I knew that was going to happen. It always happens.
My eyes,
Wizards!
my eyes have an iridescent glow in the dark.
You are creepy, who? I think this is the first time I've seen you in the dark.
Who are you talking to?
This glowing pair of eyeballs.
I think we all have dark vision,
That's
don't we?
not
Would it
me.
help?
I don't think halflings.
I don't think I,
I don't.
do.
halflings do not.
Well, you and I are like, I'm looking around, seeing what's going on.
So after a few moments of sitting in darkness, or for you guys, you are watching as you can see kind of a couple big spirals of candles that just seem to be just stacking all the way up this room that is impossibly tall. And one by one, they start lighting with little blue flames until the whole area is illuminated with kind of this shimmering blue glow. And then a figure starts to grow from the ground. Small and made of lumpy red clay, it looks vaguely humanoid but resembles more a melty candle. Then, as if the thought of a candle spurs it into being, a blue flame flickers into existence above it, forming a singular eye made of fire that hovers just over the top of the 2-foot-tall being.
It's a bow.
Oh, it's Sauron's little brother.
It
Dang
takes Mark Zuckerberg.
Dada.
It takes a moment to regard all of you, and then bows and introduces itself. Greetings, Challengers, excuse me. I am Kilobix, homunculus servant of the Grand Wizard Tesscadia, mistress of puzzles and the greatest mind in all of Aneria.
I would
May
die
she
for
rest
this
in peace.
Character.
May I ask who we have the pleasure of adding to the trial board
Sorry, what was
today?
his name? What was his name again?
His name is Kilobex. Kilo, like,
Oh.
and then BEX.
Kilobex. Well, Nice to meet you, greatest mind. My name is Maggie Bramblecheeks.
Maggie, and he kind of like conjures it almost looks like a chalkboard, and he starts like writing your name down.
He writes it like that?
Yes, he does indeed
Wow.
write it like that.
Greatest mind. Interesting.
I am not the greatest mind. Tesscadia was the greatest mind. I am merely her servant.
I thought you were saying you were the
Did she
greatest
create you? Cilin, by the way.
Yes, Cilin. No, she did create me. Yes, and he writes down Cilin. Okay, and who else?
Gwen.
who? Oh, Gwen.
Oh, sorry. Gwen.
Gwen. Is that a W or a U?
A you.
Very well.
You.
And who are you?
You already know who I am. I am who?
Who?
I am.
Who? W-H-O. Exclamation point.
It's contagious.
And he goes, and is there a specific name that your adventuring group is known as?
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Littlest
hopes.
Who's band?
Littlest
Littlest hope.
Littlest hopes.
The littlest hopes.
What are we? I don't know. We haven't really practiced.
We should.
Okay, let's
practice
try
it.
again. I think we're the little
Little
hopes.
hopes. Little hopes. Okay.
Little
Okay.
hopes. 1, 2, 3.
The little hopes.
Well, and it kind of like blows his candle back a little bit, and the eye blinks. Well, a little hope. Okay, wonderful. Well, congratulations. You were the first to enter the tower. I did not think it would be that difficult to enter, but that does not bode well for the other puzzles. But I'm here to provide you with everything that you need in order to complete your trials. Now, I am sensing something else. You guys are under magical contract to give this tower to somebody. Is that correct?
Yep.
That would include everything in the tower, I'm assuming. Yes?
Except for
Minus an ornithopter.
yes.
Oh, yes, the
Flying
ornithopter, of course. I'm getting little pieces here and there. Now, I want you to know that the treasures and items that you receive during the trial are not part of the tower, so you can freely take them at your will.
Oh.
Extra loot. Quite nice. And you're here at our disposal. You're supposed to give us everything we need.
Yes.
So how do we beat the whole thing?
That is that's the puzzle, isn't it? I'm here to provide you with this, and he kind of reaches into his clay self and pulls out, like a stone tablet and shakes it off a little bit. So I am going to send this over to you guys.
This was
and
on
it
your
will-
insides.
Yes. I keep a good stack of them in there. So just.
I bet you're really good at like sealing letters and envelopes.
I am actually very much made of wax. Sorry, it's loading here.
There's a
I'm
ring.
going to.
It's
Or a
the
staff.
it's the all-seeing eye Illuminati pyramid. That's
Yeah.
his.
He tips his head forward and it drips, and then he has a staff and he just and it makes the sound that Maleficent staff makes.
Insolent fools.
Tells me an area one
A
shot.
baby. A baby. They were looking for a baby.
All right, yeah. So that should be in the Discord now, so everybody can see. And the tablet basically has this written on it. It says, "Tricks result, order and dysphoria. Thine health, inquire, Jansith." It should be inquire, not inquirer. My apologies there. At door eye, dart past area, touch hands. And we'll have a one of those listed in the corner as well, so everybody can see that.
Is this
Inquire just
code?
Jacinth, yeah.
Is this Thieves' Cant? Do you know?
Is it Thieves' Camp?
It is not Thieves' Cat.
This makes no sense.
Tesscadia was very fond of puzzles and riddles, so hopefully...
Is this one of them? If you jumble it up, it makes another word.
What are those called?
Auntie Granny.
Anna Hanny.
Auntie Granny.
Grammy Hanner.
Aneurysm.
Anagram.
Don't think too hard. You might have this.
Granny Hammer is one of your
Granny
elders.
Hammer.
Yeah.
Of course, Granny Hammer. You know,
Granny Hammer Bramblecheeks.
probably my favorite Granny.
Now, if you would like, the first trial awaits. And he waves his hand to the far wall where another door appears in kind of a rumble of stone that breaks the doorway open.
Jacinth.
Jacinth, can you give me a quick history check or just a knowledge roll, like an intelligence roll?
Crit!
Jacinth is it's a type of gemstone. Yeah.
Inquire gems.
Inquire, not inquirer.
Inquire gems.
Yeah.
We need a gem. Where is for you?
And if you have any questions, well, you can always leave and come back.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks.
Got it. Where'd he go?
Inside check.
Yeah, he's gone. He's definitely gone.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Yeah, he is definitely gone. You didn't see any sort of like malice from him, but you could tell that he was under the notion that, or the compulsion that he can't tell you anymore, because that's part of the puzzle.
Got it.
Okay. But there is a doorway open if you would like to head through.
I'll go open it.
Yeah, can we check for traps on the door?
Oh yeah, maybe you should do that first.
Too late.
I opened it.
You can check for traps if you'd like, though.
What have I done?
There are no traps on the door as it opens.
Okay. I will check for
Let me check. Oh,
I'm not going to do sound effects for everything, but I like the door.
I love it.
Let's see, what is that? Sleight of hand or investigation?
Investigation. Or perception. I think I allow either.
8.
8.
It looks great,
Yeah,
guys.
looks really good.
All right.
I wouldn't imagine that a wizard that loves puzzles and tricks would booby trap a place at all.
Yeah, that'd be really rude.
So you walk down a short hallway until you arrive in another room. This one doesn't have a doorway; it's just kind of an open archway that would lead into the room. You see.
That's what my house sounds like.
You see a pair of eyes.
That's a duck.
Carved into the stone that hang above a statue, with no eyes and her hands out like this. And then off to kind of as you like lean into the room a little bit, off to the left you see the kind of the skull of a cyclops, not the skull, like the visage of a cyclops carved into the stone. The eye has been removed and it's kind of a blank circle, and there is a bowl next to it. And then leaning over to the right, there is a set of 3 sockets and kind of this jumble of small stone discs on the ground with symbols on them.
Do we see any gemstones anywhere around here?
You don't see any gemstones in this room, no.
Okay. Door, eye, dark past area, touch hands.
So I'm thinking
One of them has his hands like
we have
this.
to touch the hands of this.
But that seems like the last step.
Because
Door,
this
eye.
this
That
door
must
has
be the-
eyes, right?
So hanging over the doorway, basically,
Yeah.
where the statue is kind of like sitting off to the side of, there are a pair of eyes.
Okay. Dark past area, touch hands. We should probably run.
But,
Ready, go.
Hold on.
Do you rush in?
I clap the hands first, and then I rush it.
So the statue's not on your side.
Oh, it's on the other side?
It's on the other
Oh,
side.
yeah, I'm going to run past and go, give him a high five.
Okay, so as you enter in, I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
All right.
Are we really the best people to be going on this mission?
Dexterity saving throw 22.
Okay, so you rush in and the eyes light up and you immediately dip to the right, and a scorching ray lashes out from one of the eyes and kind of scorches the ground, and they keep starting to scorch at you as you rush forward with your monk speed, and you put your hands on the statue, and as you do, the eyes dim and close.
Don't remove your hands, Gwen.
Actually, I mean, like, just lift them a little bit, see what happens to the eyes. Just like,
Okay, as you take them off, roll me another dexterity saving throw, as the eyes open up in more beams.
I mean,
you don't have to do what I say,
Kind of
but
gruesome.
14.
I think he just cut his
14?
own hands
Yeah.
off, right?
So you are going to take, I think that's just,
I mean,
Okay.
take
He's so stupid.
3 fire damage.
I'm going to do evasion.
Okay.
Take 1 fire damage.
Fire damage. And then put your hands back on, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm going to be ow!
Yeah, as soon as you put your hands back on, the eyes close again.
okay. So let's go in and I want to look at the little like discs.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, so
Gwen, are you okay?
Yep. Just a little toasty on my boots, but we're good.
At least it wasn't under your booty.
You would know about that, wouldn't you, Bramblecheeks?
so you walk in and you start sifting through these small little like stone discs.
Yeah. I want to see like
there's
what pictures there are on.
there's about like 3 dozen of them, and each of them have arcane symbols on them that some of them look like the ones from outside, basically different elemental symbols. And Maggie is quick to identify that there's 3 of each, like fire, water, air.
Fire,
earth.
water, air, 3 of each.
And then, so the 4, there's also like light, shadow,
Light, shadow,
death,
can't you see?
force, that sort of thing. Like basically every single magic damage type is in these different symbols.
Is there anything in the room that looks like they would be like slot into or fit on?
Yeah, right above them there is a set of 3 indents where you could put them.
Interesting.
Let's see.
What does the puzzle say?
A rite of air. Do you think this is the first? The first thing is a rite of air?
Well, that was the sign on the outside to get it open. That was the first. You're talking about the rhyme.
Right, so I'm thinking
I
maybe
think we're on.
there's a couple of different trials here. Maybe the first one is a rite of air. Maybe it's got something to do with these discs that have the air symbol on them. I don't know. Just put it out there. I'm not very intelligent.
And dysphoria.
I mean, is this the part where you wanted me to start breathing heavily for the air part?
Hyperventilating over the corner.
It's not working. I'm getting lightheaded.
My arms are getting tired.
Win!
There is also,
Good
the
job.
other side of the room has that Cyclops mouth as well, if you wanted to examine that.
Yeah, let's go look at the other side too.
All right,
Okay, I'll just stay here.
you just stay there.
You're doing great.
You look good.
Do we need to
Keep
go
it up.
hold up your arms?
No, I'm okay.
All right.
You can just rest them
I'm
on
pretty
the
good.
hands.
I know. I'm just being dramatic.
Yeah.
You don't have to do this.
So,
Just remember.
She
yeah.
does.
How high up
She's
are
like
the...
this.
yeah,
I'm getting
it's
tired.
normal human size. So it's definitely,
just hanging
you're
from it.
kind of like hanging from the statue. This is just like when you were a monk in training and they had you go through like endurance training.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the equivalent of like holding the water barrels on your back when you're just hanging there.
Nice.
Yeah,
Anyway,
so
put your tips.
the other side of the room has, on the wall is the visage of a closed mouth, kind of a scowling looking cyclops with a missing eye. And then there is a bowl off to the side, and as you kind of like reach up and fill around in the bowl or look into it, you see there's a bunch of metal balls inside of it. About
Do they have anything on them?
inside? Nope.
What color are the balls?
Just kind of standard iron color. So
Standard ball.
I want to.
Just
standard ball
standard-
color.
I want to
Yeah,
peck
Standard
one.
ball.
You want to peck
Okay.
one?
Ba-ding,
It clinks like metal.
ba-ding.
You flutter up onto the edge of the bowl, like some sort of
I'll grab
metallic.
one with one of my talons.
Okay.
Who? We don't have time for bird baths.
Yeah, nothing happens when you pick one up.
I'll try and put it in the eye socket.
So as you like walk towards the eye socket, it pulls away from you until it's about 30 feet of open space between you and the eye socket.
I start running towards it.
Open space, as in there is nothing below ground.
Oh,
Start flying towards
I'll
it.
start flying towards
Yeah,
it.
as you pick up and start going towards it, you get close again, and
You can't get away from me.
another 30 feet.
You think you could get away from me?
And
I'll just keep
Who?
flying.
Stop! 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 Stop!
just
Stop!
keep-
Come back! Come back! Come back!
do you keep going?
No, I come back.
Good, barbarians. As you come back to the edge, it comes back to about 30 feet.
Now,
I swear, if I get that door, it's dead.
How many, so back on the other side.
Yes, back to the other.
How many, like, things were there?
So there are 3 symbols, or 3 indentations, and there's 3 of each symbol of fire, water, air, earth, and then there is a symbol for light, shadow, death, force, and sound. Basically, every single damage type. I think I'm missing one in there.
But I think the
Psychic,
only thing you
poison,
could do
thunder,
is just
acid.
start...
Poison, thunder, acid.
Are
Yeah.
there the same
Putting
amount
some
of
of these
balls
things in
in
here.
the basket that there are in the openings?
No, there's a different
I'll
amount.
put the ball back.
Okay.
I'm going with my original gut
Do it.
feeling. I'm putting all air symbols in there.
Okay. So you put the 3 air symbols in, and they shimmer and shake, and they just shatter, and nothing else happens.
I don't think my original gut
Try and
feeling
put your thing
was
in the
right.
eyeball now.
Is that how you're supposed to do it? Is that what we're supposed to do?
I don't know what I'm doing here.
Who put the eyeball back now?
Who put the
I'll
eyeball?
go. I'll go.
I'll march back
Who
up
put
to it.
the eyeball
I'll
back?
grab one, and I'll grab 2, and I'm gonna like kind of walk around and pretend like oh, you didn't
Trying
see
to-
my fake it out
Yeah, as soon as you get close to it,
like full bore.
yeah,
For the
and
next,
it
like,
just keeps
3 minutes.
it just keeps keeping just ahead of you as you're dashing every single
using my
turn.
It's
full
not
dash.
working. Okay. Let's see.
Okay, let's do. I'm just gonna keep trying combinations. We're gonna do earth.
Okay,
Earth,
like all three.
Wind.
Let's do the three. The fire,
air,
ground,
ground, water,
and water. No, not fire. Not fire.
air.
It would have been
Air.
air, but we don't have another. Airs are all gone.
Oh.
Yeah, airs are all gone.
Oh, balls.
So I think it
Oops.
has the trick's result. I think is that we have to figure out this first
Right.
part: order and dysphoria, thine health, inquire, jacinth. So that the jacinth could be like earth, gemstone.
Yeah. So Earth.
What would be
Blood.
health?
Blood.
Water, maybe.
I have no idea.
Blood.
My
Order,
idea did not
dysphoria,
work.
Shadow.
It's water and blood.
Light.
Did you put another set of 3 in before this?
Yep.
What were the ones that you put in?
What I said.
So
Oh, there was no air.
Air, ground. Oh, so ground and water, and I guess.
Groundwater.
groundwater, and
Fire.
Fire.
all 3 shatter.
I better not touch this anymore. I'm ruining.
Are you still flying after
Still
it?
going.
Yeah, no.
Now-
He's far enough. He's far out of shouting distance by this point.
He's just like
Whew.
angry at this point.
Give me an athletics check to see if how.
You're gonna get a point of exhaustion.
Great.
That is an 18.
18. You're good for now. You're
And I
getting
get-
a tiny bit tired,
So
but
it has a little A next to it. Does that mean I have advantage on?
yes.
Let's see if it's even higher. Nope, it's lower. So it's the same.
Let's go ahead and just get a Constitution saving throw from you.
20. Dirty 20.
Yeah, you're fine.
You're gonna take your hands
My
off.
biceps are burning!
You're gonna take your hands off, and I'm gonna hit it like a bird that hits the window. Just boom, and I'm gonna die.
If we take one of the balls and throw it, does it do the same thing?
Right
it
now
the ball
the
that
right
it
now
is-
the
oh, it's so far
the
away.
eye is about 400 yards away.
I forgot. I'm sorry. Who?
Let's see if I've cooled off. No, not quite yet. One more round of
Okay.
going.
All
and then
right.
I'll turn
So
around.
after waiting for who to return, we'll go
I'll
ahead.
come back huffing and puffing, just like completely ruffled.
Yeah, and it,
What would be order and dysphoria? Light. Right? Because it can blind you, but it also
Yeah.
can like shine a light on something. So maybe that one.
So maybe.
Thine health.
I think I might have already ruined this whole thing. We don't have any air symbols that we can use. Sorry about that.
so you're back by this point. You wanted to try.
I want to try throwing.
Okay, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
Do it. Oh yeah, 22.
22. Oh yeah. So like, who is panting at the edge of the thing, getting ready for another try, and you take one of the balls and you just like, woof, casually toss it, and it goes into the eye, and it kind of rolls around and then just drops in, and the mouth drops open and reveals the symbol for fire, light, and shadow.
Fire, light, and shadow.
Okay, I'm gonna put
Who is
those in.
just dumbfounded.
One other thing that happens though is I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
You gone mad.
It's a good thing it's you, not me.
Let's see. Saving throw. Sorry, I couldn't see it. Just an entire 7.
An entire 7. Okay, you
Plus, I'm gonna use one of these epic die.
Okay.
Plus 1.
It's bound. It was meant to be. Yeah, you are going to be afflicted by a madness.
I love it.
Even more of that.
Yeah, you do hear the cackling of Bobby. Okay, so that happens. Been a madness.
Do we all hear it or just Maggie?
Just Maggie.
Okay.
So roll me a D100.
Oh. Let's see what bad stuff happens.
Wait, I did it wrong. To remind me, wait,
So
it's
the two tens,
right?
Yeah, and then the one with 2 is like the tens place, and then the other one is the ones place.
Okay, so 42.
And
42.
I got 2 and 40.
0, 0, 0,
the life,
is
the
100.
universe, and everything.
And then
Wow.
if it's 0, 0, 1, it's 1.
It's 1. Yeah.
So you hear that cackling in your head, and you just start speaking, babbling incoherently. So you are unable to produce normal speech when you talk, and you cannot spellcast while you are under the effect of this madness.
Sir Flart here.
Yes.
Huh?
Me and Harnhorn.
I can take my hands off now?
No, don't.
Okay. I'm going to take my hands off.
Nothing happens when you take your hands.
Since I speak fluent nonsense, do I understand what she's saying?
You do not speak fluent nonsense. That is nonsense.
That's not on
Is
your
it thieves'
character
can't?
sheet.
Nonsense language proficiency.
Now, you yelled out the light, shadow, fire.
I mean, it's still there. Like, the symbols are there.
I'm going to put them in
Okay.
things.
As you
files.
do,
Can you
the
approach
door...
to pick the ball up, or does the door just go further away?
So the ball itself has kind of rolled back into the eye and disappeared. As you complete the series of runes, the doorway comes back up, or the face comes back up and cracks open and peels into a doorway, leading into another room.
Sorry,
How long
I can't.
am
I have no idea what's going on without
this
sound
stuff,
effect.
though?
What happens?
Heard it?
What happens?
Oh.
Oh, a door opens. Oh, okay.
Ah, creepy.
Yep, leading into another room. But yes, you don't know how long this madness is going to last.
Maggie, are you okay?
Should have brought a cleric with us.
Bleebly.
Why did I turn Irish?
Is that a yes?
That was kind of rude. You gotta just tone it down a bit, man.
Blink 4.5 times if you're okay.
I lost count. How many is that?
I didn't do a time frame, so.
Let's see.
Trying so hard not to blink.
I mean, you can,
Two?
you, I would say that the speech does
I think
not mean
she's
that you
okay.
can't, like, blink. That's fine.
I'm not okay.
3,
so
4.
that-
Oh, that
She's okay.
She's all right.
All right, let's keep going.
Okay.
That tracks.
Heal for her.
Okay. So you guys enter into the next room, and you see a stone pillar kind of jutting from the ground in a room, and just surrounding you is a bunch of different stone statues in like a circle. Each of them are just kind of standard lumpy clay figures. They don't look like they were really well made or anything like that. And there is some writing on this
How would you
pillar.
like someone to describe? Just
Lumpy,
like lumpy.
that is how
I mean,
people
that's
typically
pretty accurate
describe
for
it.
me. Lumpy space brain.
Depends on the
And,
day.
like,
My
an unfinished.
art
my
teacher used to say the old like.
I tell my wife that all the
Renaissance
time. I'm like,
Yeah.
why did you
type
marry Lumpy
sculptors,
Space
they just
Princess?
put a bag of walnuts.
She's like, shut up.
They're serratus. They just look like bag of walnuts everywhere. He's like, I don't know what's under there. Let's put there.
Bag of walnuts.
Yeah, why not?
So the pillar in the center has words in it. If somebody would like to approach,
I can't read.
Well, Maggie can't read either.
yeah.
She can read, she just can't
I'll,
tell us what it says.
Yeah, I'll go read it.
8 intelligence.
So the pillar in the center reads, "No tricks here. Just build a golem and fight to advance. The greater the challenge, the better the reward."
Looks like we have to build a golem.
Oh, fun.
And as
It's
you
like
say,
Owl House.
build a golem, there is like a rumble, and 3 different sets of legs kind of extend down from the ceiling. One is a standard set of like a pair of stone legs. One of them looks like a pair of like 4 spider-like legs, and the third is a set of stone like centaur-esque horse legs.
Ooh.
We should fight stone.
Which one should we choose?
Also, the bottom of the pillar cracks open and reveals 3 gemstones. There is an emerald. There is a what is it? An opal and a jacinth,
Make it bigger.
which is like a orange kind of amberish.
I was born for this.
Do they look
We're gonna
like they're
fight it.
button, like they're buttons to push?
No, it looks more like they're just kind of like stuck or not stuck in there, but just kind of it's like a citrine. Yeah.
Topaz kind of thing.
Make it big. Make it big. I
You're
want to
the
fight
fly.
it. I want to fight it.
Okay, so big
We're-
legs.
I think I want to grab the stone.
Yeah. Grab all.
Which
The
which
jacinth.
jacinth? As you grab the jacinth and pull it out, the other 2 crumble to dust.
I think that's what we needed.
Your power
Said inquire.
Okay.
Just Jason.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and add 1 jacinth.
Big legs.
Power
I
overwhelming.
like big butts on handle.
So which legs would you guys like to pick?
I vote centaur legs.
I kind of like spider ones.
Spider ones.
Yeah, time. I'll beat them all. I'll beat them all to a pulp.
Let's do the stone centaur legs.
Okay.
How can we choose? We just like walk up and be like, these ones.
Yeah, if you want to go like tap one.
These ones? Huh? These ones? And as I'm asking, I tap them.
Okay. Yeah, you tap the centaur legs as you're asking, and there is a resounding gong, and the legs kind of move to the center and drop down into place. And then another 3 descend from the ceiling, 3 different kind of bulky bodies. There is one that is kind of standard stone, there is one that is metal, and there is one that is full of jagged spikes.
If I sit where the top of the centaur is,
Okay.
like where the legs
The
are,
thing
does anything happen?
said,
nothing
the stronger the challenge, the greater the reward.
Spikes seem kind of strong.
That would be pretty tough. But this is the first, like, challenge. We might have to fight other things later. Do we want to maybe go, like, middle ground on this?
Are you chicken? What do I look like?
No, that's
Do I look like
that's
a
the one with
chicken?
the little house.
I mean, she's got a chicken on her hand, like, but
You don't want to know about this.
I do want to know about that.
I do.
I
You
can't
know
tell
about
you.
it, I think.
I
from
do.
the last time. Did I use it last time? I can't remember.
I
The,
can't remember if you did.
It's an Eldritch Claw tattoo. But
I
just
don't know.
keep your eyes open.
On the prize. Eyes up here, buddy.
I
Eyes
don't
up here.
blink.
I might get you.
Look, if we die on this fight, then we're gonna fail the whole thing.
You're
And-
far from
Blaze of glory, just like the little hopes
I mean-
do.
Look at these.
And he starts flexing his pecs.
What, you feather? You got one feather went up?
Little tiny chicken breasts.
This is grade A.
Grade A premium.
nice cutlets.
I mean, the 3 of us are gonna be right up front. And Maggie, can you even cast a spell?
Some blue chew. She'll try.
No idea what that means.
I have a herbalism kit. Can I do anything with that?
you can go ahead and like give me a medicine check to see
Sure.
if you can
Put
figure out what's
lavender
going
on
on. Medicine or Arcana.
Let's just do a
I'll do a persuasion check to try to persuade you to talk.
natural one.
Eucalyptus to the eyes.
So peppermint oil.
Yeah. Yeah. All you can tell is that
Right,
she's
instead of a
not
scream,
healthy.
it comes out, yum!
Hey, yo!
It's clearly not working.
Yeah.
Yes, queen, yes.
Oh, scream.
Whatever you did not fix.
Does somebody else want to try?
Blighter.
I can't fix Maggie. I don't know how.
Robin.
I'll see if there's any, maybe like, mom's recipe, random concoction stuff from my past. I'll do a medicine check too.
Okay, sure.
Let's see if I have anything that would.
That's a
I don't
dirty
have
20.
to eat like a pellet.
Dirty 20. We're going to give this to you as a clue rather than a medicine check because as you're like thinking of what to do, one part of the tablet does speak out to you. Thine health, inquire Jacinth.
Ooh, I hand you the rock.
Okay. As
Start rubbing.
yeah, as you rub the rock on your face, it crumbles to dust and your madness fades.
That was terrible.
That's the quietest you've been all week.
What happened?
I don't know. But I was trying to say words to
You said Baba Yaga, and then that was it.
There's just a lot of
Good old
gibberish.
Baba. She's always with me.
It was kind of like your chicken. It's gibberish.
That's kind of rude.
See? Just like that.
Ingrid like full on like turns and gives you a couple like of those chicken like dust yeah, and then walks away
Listen,
very hurt.
Ingrid, he doesn't even know. Like, you're very attractive
Victor?
chicken.
Victor.
Ingrid.
Yeah, I got you. It's
Yeah,
allowed.
about it.
Ingrid does like preen a little bit at your praise of her. You, as part of the history, yes, Ingrid has a crush on who?
Not surprised
Yeah.
at all.
Yep. Hey, at that moment, the 3 chains holding the 3 different bodies jingle a little bit to remind you that they're there.
Okay, so should we go out in a
Bossy
blaze of
tower.
glory?
Are they alive?
I say we go down.
Yeah.
In a blaze of
Okay,
glory.
we'll go and I'll tap on one of the spikes of the spiky ones.
Okay, the other 2
Called Max.
go back up into the ceiling. The spiky one comes around and locks into place, and as it does, more spikes
we're all
appear
gonna
across
die.
the rest of the golem as well.
I start frothing at the mouth.
And then
He has rabies.
And then
Probably.
2 sets of 3 arms drop from the ceiling. Two of them look just like normal stone fists. 2 of them are kind of bladed scythes, and 2 of them are large stone shields, like big tower shield style stone shields.
I think
Big one. The big one.
blades. Big one? Aren't
Blades.
they all kind of big?
It's easier to punch when they don't have a big shield in front of them.
I mean, I would have. The shield is the easiest one to punch
But you don't do any damage.
because it's bigger. You can
Come
hit
on,
it
man.
easier.
I think he's ready to go. Let's do the blade or the bladey hand.
So,
Arms.
are you
Edward
doing that
Scissor
on
Blades.
both arms?
Oh.
One mantis arm.
Ooh, I bet a sword and a shield.
It better
or
not
a blade
be-
and a shield is
Yeah,
probably,
it's probably harder.
It
Let's
better
do
not
it.
be that whatever mantis that has like the strongest punch.
the mantis shrimp.
The mantis shrimp. It better not be a mantis shrimp arm.
Mantis shrimp.
Okay, so you do
Strikes
one
your
shield
way.
arm
Multicolored taste.
Yeah. Shield arm.
and then one scythe arm.
One side.
Key
As you
Lock
click the
hands.
scythe arm, it locks into place and it kind of molds and shifts into a lance. And the shield comes up. And then the rest go up into the ceiling and heads drop down. One is kind of a normal humanoid head, just, standard humanoid features. One of them is a set of 4 eyes, 2, like 1 facing the back, 2 facing the side, 1 facing the front. And the third is a dragon head.
I always wanted
stone
a guy with 4 eyes.
I've always wanted to fight a dragon.
Let's do a dragon.
But the 4 eyes
Dragons
would
are
be
not
okay.
real.
I've read about them.
That's a great punctuation figure.
They're not real.
That's
The
the
Tower of
haunting part.
Tesscadia,
That's the
right.
Fight of Haunting.
That was
I
the tower
forgot.
laughing. It knows, guys. It knows.
Bam, bam, bam.
Can it be sentient or partially sentient?
The tower.
Like Encanto?
We'll have to see.
Computer. Oh shoot! I can't say that in this house. I forgot.
Cancel.
Sorry.
Just don't say what's my address. On
Floors. Drawers.
Which head?
Drawers.
There's not a witch
Why?
head.
No, there is not a witch head.
Which head should I choose?
I think we've got
Floors?
to go for the
Dragon.
dragon.
Floors?
Dragon.
Okay.
Okay.
It's okay, Cilin. If we die, it's fine.
I touch it and I run.
Okay. You
I
run.
run away to get to a position where I'm
I-
not standing next
I
to
start my rage.
Okay.
You're dead to me, you hear? You're dead!
And as the dragon head locks into place, the mouth like cracks open, and this cold chill starts spilling from it, and it rears back on its hind legs and lets out a roar. And as it does, all the other statues in the room crumble and kind of fall forward and create some like rubble and areas to kind of duck behind. And we're gonna go ahead and get into combat here. Give us a moment to set up the map, and we'll be right back.
This is how Elden Ring.
All right, welcome back. Let's go ahead and get some initiatives going here, and we'll get right into it. Starting with Cilin.
I get advantage on initiative.
Yes, you do.
So that was a 15.
15. Gwen.
12.
12. Maggie.
13.
13. Who?
18. I also have an
18.
advantage on initiative. In case anybody catches me rolling it twice.
Yeah. Don't add us.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and
Put some
start.
rolls
We
in
can
this
switch on over to the battle map here.
Rolls in my
Reveal.
mouth.
So,
They won't make any
Um,
sense
It's on the internet forever.
unless they know what we were talking about.
so the rubble that you see here is just kind of stuff that you can hide behind if you need to.
Okay.
And I would say that just don't go too far out of the area. We'll be good there. But we'll start with who?
You're dead!
I don't know.
Is that your rage?
You're dead, you hear me?
15, 20, 25, 30. I'll
Okay.
run straight up to it.
Okay.
And I will draw my
The
great
first
axe.
time we get to use this, you get the Rage Ring.
Ring of Rage.
We are going to Rajay. Okay, and this is a +8. That's not that great. 12 to hit.
12 will not hit.
So he'll just like, it'll ring back, and he'll hit it again.
Okay.
Actually, so when do if I call Reckless, it's on only on the first attack, right? I can't just call it.
You can. I think Reckless is specifically one attack, but you need to.
It's just one attack. That's what I want to see. Yeah, but I will do. Sorry, everybody. My first attack. When you make your first attack on your turn, you could decide whether to attack recklessly, giving you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength during this turn. When attack rolls against you have advantage until your next turn.
Would you like to reckless attack?
I'm going to
on
reckless attack, so I'll roll that again. That's better. So that's 21.
21 will hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
That's a 1d12 plus 5.
And then as you swing in, these spikes also scrape against you, so you're going to take 4 piercing damage.
4 piercing? Okay, perfect. That is 12 points of slashing.
And you just have a regular great axe, correct?
That's just regular great axe. And then the second attack. So that is more, so I assume that still hits.
Yes. Take
And you reduced that 4, right? Or was it half?
that wasn't halved yet.
Okay, so that would be... I'll put 2 health back. Okay, go ahead.
Take 1 more point of piercing damage.
Halved?
1.
That's 11 additional points of slashing.
Okay.
And I can't remember... I think I get a +2 to melee damage, but I'm not sure if it adds it already. I don't think it adds it to the damage roll here, so that would be...
When you're raging? Yeah,
raging.
so an
that
extra
would be an
4.
additional 4 damage total.
Okay. Alrighty. Yep, so you come around the corner. This thing is already bringing its shield to bear, but you kind of like ducking under it and you just start like hacking away at...
And all you see is just this little ball, and like when I get raged, it was just like... and like my pet and I'm just like... and as I'm running, it's still doing the like...
But yeah,
as I'm running.
Perfect. Cilin.
I'm going to run up behind it. That's 30 feet right there. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah! Do a stab. Do a little stab.
Okay.
Do a little stab.
Do a little stab.
Are you attacking... What is your main hand weapon? Which is your
My
offhand?
dagger of warning. They're both exactly the same. They're both the same damage, same hit, and everything. It's not a +1 or anything.
Oh, you're not doing an offhand weapon.
No. I do have a I can bonus attack with a short sword, apparently.
Yeah?
But I'm gonna...
Okay.
I'm just gonna do a regular attack.
Okay.
Try to do a regular attack. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
And then I'm going to drop all 4 of my sneak attack damage in on top of that.
Okay. Yeah, you just get that. You don't have to like drop it in there and use it.
Why?
Yeah.
Alright. 2, 18, 22 damage plus 4. 26 damage.
Okay, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, you come in behind it and you slash at the back hooves. You take 6 piercing damage as you do strike it, though.
Oh, do I have anything as a rogue? I can ignore that.
You can uncanny dodge to do
Have the damage.
to have the damage at level 7.
I think as long as you can see it.
As long as you can see.
So it's when an attacker hit.
I don't think of it.
You can see hit
Oh,
you with an attack.
Yeah,
It's
so
not an
that's
attack,
yeah,
is
it's
it?
not an attack.
It's not an attack.
Yeah. So nope.
Okay, not dex saving throw or anything.
Nope.
So how much damage do you say?
6.
6 damage. Ouch.
Okay, and then yeah, so you come in, you slash it, it slashes you back a little bit, but you definitely like took a good chunk out of the stone with your dagger of warning there. Maggie.
Okay, Maggie will say,
Well, I still have a bonus action, but I can't do a...
You can do like a
You can do
hide
it.
or disengage.
Or if you want offhand attack, you just don't get to add your modifier to the damage.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just not do anything right now.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm distracted by work-related stuff.
Fog.
You're fine. Maggie, your turn.
"All right, you hideous beast. Not
Where's
you,
the
who?
dragon head?
We're gonna get you. We're going to get to this tower." And I will cast Fairy Fire.
Okay. So what is the DC on that? It's a dexterity?
Yep, 15.
Dexterity of 15. Well, that is a natural 1 for a total of 0. So it is covered in what is? Oh yeah, you can probably hit the
position.
corner of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Either right there or like right there.
Okay.
right there's
It'll
fine.
miss us.
Yeah. So it is. What does fairy fire look from Maggie? What kind of
Oh, it
spectral
is
aura?
just, it's for sure a bright like neon orange to match her hair.
Okay, perfect.
I love
It just starts glowing in neon orange, so you now have
like her safety
advantage.
Oh,
It's like your hat.
Cool.
And she'll say, "You're doing a wonderful job, Cilin," and I will give you bardic inspiration.
Oh, I thank you.
Keep it up. Keep those little
I
swords.
still got stabbed by
punch you.
stabbing it. I don't like that.
That's rather odd.
Just think of it as an urchin.
What is Bardic Inspiration? It's D6.
D8.
D8.
Yep. On
Used
attack
for
or
damage.
And with a lore, I
no,
think,
not
or
damage.
I
Attack
think
or
on a
skill
lore
check.
bar you can do.
You can use it for
No,
ability
for
check,
damage,
attack
it's
roll,
just-
or saving throw.
That's a
Yeah.
Just
The one that I
Valor
use, the
Valor
Valor
Bard.
Bard, is the damage one. Okay. All right, and then it is Gwen.
Okay. Seeing that everyone's getting hurt by attacking it, I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna use my fangs of the fire snake,
Okay.
and one of the tattoos on my body will and extend into some flames.
Cool.
cool.
So now I'm gonna punch it from range.
First name, bangs of the fire.
So that's a
Fangs.
sorry,
It's like-
fangs.
It's just a snake with emo hair.
Yeah.
So
Still emo.
that's 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Okay, and that is gonna
punctured.
be.
Yeah.
It's gonna take some extra damage, but everything is fire damage on this one, so it's gonna be 4.
Okay.
No, 12. Is there any? Do I add to this? Yes.
Do I
16 fire damage.
16 fire damage. Okay.
And that
Yeah.
costs a key point to do. So there's that. Key points. Where are you? Oh well, I'll mark it off. Here. 1. Okay. And then so that's my attack action.
Mm-hmm. Don't you get 2
But,
attacks for
yes, for a hit with this attack does 5 damage, and if you spend 1 key point when the attack hits, and the unarmed strikes for the rest of the turn. So, yep, I'm just going to hit it again. So this time, it's just the D7. So that's only a...
that? You have advantage.
Oh, right. That is a 14 to hit.
14 will miss.
Okay, so I missed on that
It
one.
brings the shield up on that second attack.
Bonus action.
You can do just a flurry of blows, or you can do a key point to do 2 attacks.
Yeah, I'll just do another unarmed strike.
Okay.
Here. So that is going to be 18 to hit
18 will hit
for 9 damage.
for 9 damage. And that's still fire damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, let me make sure. Sorry, new character. Who's this?
New character it is.
It also deals fire damage. Hit with this attack.
Okay.
So I think only the first one does the fire damage. and the
Now,
next one
remind me,
from reach.
at level 5 you get magical fists, is that right?
Yeah, so everything just counts as magical damage. Yep.
And then, did you have reach for the other attacks as well? Or just for that first
Yeah,
one?
when you
Okay.
do this one, you get reach for your turn.
It's just the
essentially.
first
The
attack.
first one does fire, and then the rest are just normal.
Perfect. Yeah, so you come in just kind of a whirl of flame, a fiery snake striking at this thing. And then it is its turn.
Uh-oh.
And it is going to move to the side 3 squares.
This way?
Attack
Yeah,
opportunity?
I'll keep it going. Nope, actually you do not, because it has the centaur legs. We'll put it there, yeah, and it kind of like turns itself towards you, and the dragon head leans forward, and a blast of frost is going to strike out at. It is a 30-foot cone. 30-foot cone.
A dexterity save?
This is a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
I have advantage on dex saves.
Is that a 30-foot?
Yep.
Yep. So,
Where is
the 3 of you next to it.
Beijing, when you are subject to an effect that allows you to make a dex save. Okay, so I don't get to do that.
Is it a dexterity save?
It is a Constitution saving throw. Darn it.
That's what I said too.
Yep. This is.
We
this
both
is,
have. On a roll off the damage.
Hey, you said you 16? Or-
brain fart. 17, 18.
18. Okay.
No, more than that. 21.
Okay. Success.
14.
14 is a failure.
Okay. Yeah, that's alright. It's a one-shot, baby.
Yeah, 21.
Gonna use my Bardic Inspiration and get a 1.
Oh no.
9.
9. That's also a failure. So that's 45 cold damage total
I'm
to
unconscious.
both of you, and then half as much, again for the rage. Actually, no. Yes,
Yes,
half,
everything
half
was
and half.
psychic.
Yeah, sorry. Yep.
So you said
45 cut in half is 22. Cut in half is 11. 11 cold damage. Okay, so the cold breath comes out and expels, and Cilin just full on like gets encased in like ice, and you can see that they're like half dead inside of it. But Gwen's still up, and Rage Man is still up, and then it is Woo's turn.
Who?
Who?
Oh, sorry, who?
I was like, woo.
Thank you. Apologies.
Who?
I could do this all day, you hear? I'm about 5, 10. I'm gonna go around his other side
Okay.
to see if I can get him to face me. I was like, look at me! Look at me while I'm punching you! I'm down here! That is a 26.
26
I
will
mean, I
hit.
might have to just step away anyway, so.
So that's 7 slashing damage for the first attack.
Okay.
And this is reckless again.
+2, right? For
Yeah, this will be +2. So I rolled a natural. How are we doing? Natural 20?
natural 20s are the same as the regular game, so
Same as
full
regular.
damage,
Full damage. So that'll
Yep.
be 12 + 5.
and then the
18,
damage
18,
roll again.
19. So that's 19 plus. I rolled a 2, 20, 21.
21 total.
Yeah, 21 total for the first attack.
Okay, and that's with your +2 on the attack as well.
That's with the +2. Yep. Second time, it's again. I'm assuming it's a hit. That was a 17 and +8.
Yeah, that'll
roll
hit.
Another D12. So that's an additional 15, 16, 17.
17 damage.
And I don't remember when I'm doing reckless. Do I get to roll advantage on all of it, or just the first one?
Just on the first.
Okay. That's
But it's encased in whatever, so you should be able to.
Oh yeah, you
Very
do. Yeah,
fired.
you do have advantage normally because it is very fired. So you didn't have to reckless.
You don't
attack
need a
there.
reckless on this.
Yes.
right now.
So go ahead and roll for the second attack
Okay.
just to see if
Just
you
see if I
crit.
get a crit. No, no crit. We're good.
Got a start point. Okay.
So we punch, and the
You do punch.
I think that was.
Punchy.
I think that's everything my guy can do.
Okay.
Right now. I don't think there's any bonus actions that are worthwhile. Other than my raging. So yeah, he just keeps frothing at the mouth, trying to get his attention, yelling at him.
Okay.
That'd be so brutal. if you could-
Sorry. Before
Can you imagine? You're just,
Just
like,
like, wow.
take 2 damage for your 2 attacks. I forgot
That's
the.
halved or not halved.
That is after the halving. I rolled ones both
Got it.
times. So.
after the
The halvening. Cilin, would you roll me a death saving throw, please? Oh yeah, you've got your beautiful death saving throw dice. That's a 1 failure. That shrimp is not feeling very good anymore.
I'm not resistant to poison.
Then it is Maggie's turn.
Bring him up.
Sorry.
Happens when you die.
Poop stuff. All right. So I can cast a cantrip as a bonus action.
Sorry, one of the watchers is going through. Yes, you can cast. Well, so you can cast any spell that you can cast right now. Like as long as it's not a concentration spell.
I know.
If you cast a spell with an action that has a level, you can only cast a cantrip with the bonus action, and vice versa, something like that. Basically, you can only cast 1 leveled spell a turn.
Yeah. Okay.
And then 1.
Bonus action cantrip.
Yeah, or it's the other way around where you have.
Actually-
If you use a bonus action spell,
Spell,
you
you
use
use
an
a
action cantrip or something. I don't. The rules are
Basically,
the thing
1 leveled
written
spell a
about-
turn and a cantrip. That's
Okay.
what
Bardic
we're gonna do.
Inspiration does not. You can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
It's
different.
not effective.
Yeah. Okay.
Colby's not here to correct
So
me.
whatever.
He builds crazy characters like that all the time.
Yeah.
I am going to cast sleep on this guy.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
So you want to cast sleep on this?
Let's
Okay.
Or anyone else until we heard it some more.
I'm already sleeping.
Okay. So what is the condition that sleep does as well?
Unconscious.
Unconscious?
I'm pretty sure it's unconscious.
Let me see.
And unconscious.
Yeah, falls unconscious until
Okay.
the spell ends.
Typically, we'd have you roll the dice for it and everything, but as you like cast out your sleep spell, it kind of hits this thing in the face and just doesn't do anything.
It's impervious to sleeping.
Fine. Then, waste of a spell slot. That's fine. And then I will just do Eldritch Blast.
So sleep a bonus action.
Sleep was an action.
Okay, so you can't do another action because Eldritch Blast.
It's a cantrip.
But it's gotta be a bonus
It has to be a
action.
bonus
cantrip.
action.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5e is really stupid when it comes to
Okay.
that.
Well, that was a waste of a turn.
Pocket sand.
Ingrid kind of like tilts her head to the side, and the little Baba Yaga hut opens up, and the tips thing rolls out. But there's nobody here for tips. It's just a mistake.
Ingrid,
Gwen.
you're embarrassing
Okay,
us.
I'm going to sprint.
Okay.
And then I'm going to open my... Well, actually, I'm going to rip a piece of my shirt off to make it even more scandalous. Then I'm going to take the potion with all the gross stuff in it. I'm going to put the shirt on your mouth and, like, use it as, like, a waterboard. Like, waterboard you with the potion. And get
So that you don't have to drink the toenail.
I don't want you to drink
Or
toenails.
you choke on it. And then
So-
Okay, so that's 2d4 plus 4.
Gain 4 hit
Alright.
points. Lose 4
Let's
hit
see, so
points.
you're
You
gonna
want to
get-
use the healing d12s, which are actually
Oh,
d4s.
I already rolled. So you're going to get... It's, sorry,
2d4 plus 4, I believe.
So you've got 8.
Yay!
Yep, you sputter back to life as you're waterboarded with healing potion.
Would I have any other action with that, or would that...
That is your action. Yeah, you have to use your action to administer the potion.
Then for my bonus action,
Bonus.
I think I can. Nope. I'm going to take patient defense.
Okay.
So I've got the dodge action ready, basically. So that's another key point.
Okay. Next up is the elemental, who's going to attempt to recharge his breath weapon. That delicious breath weapon.
Eyes on me, big boy.
And he does not recharge his breath weapon.
Oh, good.
So he is going to make a pair of attacks on you with his lance. So the
My
first
AC should be higher
one...
because I'm so small.
No, you're a bag of hit points. That's what you
Oh,
get.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah. The first one is going to be a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that's
Okay, that one is, after being cut in half, 7 bludgeoning damage, or piercing. And the other one is the same attack total for a total of 6 damage.
that's half to.
That's after the halving. Sorry.
Got it.
Yep.
Did you use an action to do the potion? Wouldn't that be maxed? Or are we not doing that with this?
So when you administer a potion as an action, it is not maxed because
Yeah, it's just
the person that can't really drink the whole thing. So, and then back up to the top with who?
Who?
I was
What?
called you.
When?
The Who.
I
The Hungarian metal
I
band.
spit out a chip of my tooth.
You don't have teeth.
Or my chip of my beak.
You spit out a tooth, but it's not your
Someone
own.
else.
I spit out a tooth,
someone later.
and he's missing a tooth. So he's still very
Start
fired, right?
calling you the
He's still
dentist.
very
Right?
fired. Yep.
So the dentist. That one's not much better. 16 to
You'll
hit.
be a dentist. How much?
16 to hit.
16 will miss.
Okay.
He brings his shield around and blocks that one.
Second one. That's a 5. It's rolled out of the box. I want the one out of the box. It was better. So about 17.
17 will miss. And that was with advantage on that second attack?
Yeah, I
Okay.
rolled both of them.
Okay, yeah, so both these attacks just kind of clang against the shield. Just as you predicted, the shield may be easy to hit, but it is not doing any damage.
It just makes me so angry.
Cilin, it is your turn. Welcome back to the land of the living.
More teeth.
As Gwen, not only did Gwen like administer the potion, but she also broke you out of that kind of ice. Basically, she did that cool monk like chop down that shatters the ice.
And just like.
Yeah.
So I'll use half my movement to stand up.
Okay.
And then the other half to move behind this.
Okay.
And I want to use my questionable healing potion as an action.
Okay. Yep. So the full.
Full amount.
So 12. 12. Yep. You gain 12 hit points as you drink one with an eyeball in it. Yeah.
It's like a grape.
Oh boy. You were eating grapes earlier tonight.
It's boba.
It's a bowl of grapes.
It's a bowl of eyeballs.
Baba Yaga.
There's a new franchise.
Yep, and I can't.
Opening up.
Can I?
But we
Opening
got
soon.
Can I use a bonus action to throw like my offhand weapon?
No. You can use a bonus action to hide if you'd like. Roll a stealth check. And...
Yeah, I will do that.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Go ahead and roll in your stealth check. And we'll move on to Maggie.
Okay.
Natural 20, so 31.
Okay.
This time I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Okay. What is the area on Shatter?
It is a 10-foot sphere.
Okay, so you could definitely hit
Right in the center of it.
right in the center. Yep.
Knock his teeth out.
10-foot radius or
Sphere.
Catch his teeth.
Yeah.
It's a con save.
Con save. He does
Probably has
indeed
failed.
fail.
Oh, wow.
What is the DC on it, just to make sure?
15.
Yes, he does fail.
Yeah.
Does he have any teeth?
Not anymore.
All right. So
It's turned to dust. Ooh, that would hurt.
That's how I can remember it's at.
Need to use that.
I'm trying
19.
not to use the two that from the other games.
Right.
19.
Yep.
Okay. So you kind of reach your hand forward and kind of cup your hand over your mouth and cackle into it, much as your patron would, and then you toss it out and it just like and just like keeps expanding and expanding. And as it slams into the middle, it just like reverberates, and this thing like has enough time to look over at you before it's just shattered into pieces and blown
nice.
all over the side of the room.
well worth it.
Nice.
Drop my great axe, step into the middle of the carnage,
Thank
and
you,
pull
Yaga.
some feathers out.
Whoo! Calm yourself. We killed it. I think it's gone. It's
I'm
dead.
behind the rubble. Did you get it?
You can come out now.
That was awesome. So good.
Okay.
So
And then
Ooh,
another
you bone
door
doctor.
cracks and
Got any more
opens.
teeth?
I check for teeth.
Check for teeth.
I'm
There are no stone teeth left. This thing is rubble.
gonna pop another healing potion.
Any toe bones. Wait, it's a centaur.
Full.
Okay, full healing potion. And then you hear the voice of Kilbex, and he says, "Your rewards will be at the end of the trial, either when you leave or when you succeed.
What about if we die?
Well, then you wouldn't get any rewards.
Can they be sent to our next of kin?
Sure. Who is your next of kin?
And I'll give him my little sister's name.
Okay, you gotta come up with your little sister's name.
Your name is Cilin. Her name is
Buzzsaw.
Cyrilla.
Cruellin.
Silas.
Celeste.
Meekmarrow.
Very well, Celeste. Very interesting family nameage going on there, but I suppose it works.
Goes back generations.
Yes.
I feel like your mother must have a really hard time when she was calling after both of you. Cilin.
Well, I do have 13 brothers and sisters, so she had a hard time with everything.
birth control, you mean?
You run out of syllables. One's not syphilis, is it?
No.
Nope. Okay, so you guys.
That's how you spell it, right?
Try to scratch it into the ground.
I give up.
I thought you didn't know how to
I
spell.
don't.
All right.
It just
I
looks like
forgot.
owl scratch to me.
It happens after the rage. Sometimes some intelligence
Chicken scratches
for a few
racism.
seconds. It's gone.
So, quick question to everybody: are we all good to continue on?
I'm fine.
Just keep playing. That okay?
I got my
Would nobody-
9:15, and
Okay.
I wake up 5 minutes before anyway, so.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So, are we moving into the next room?
Yeah, we might as well
let's
try to
do it.
continue.
Or if you like, you can take a short rest.
Yeah,
as
let's
well.
take a short rest, please.
Yeah, please. So if I didn't know we were going to do that, can I undo the... Not
Healing
use the
potion?
healing potion?
Sure,
Like,
yeah.
retcon it?
Mhm.
Then I will do the Song of Rest.
So it's an
I will now
additional
perform
1d6.
the Song of Rest.
It's similar to the song about the Baba Yaga.
It's the one that you tried to put him to sleep, and then we all just fall asleep.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
sorry.
you get to do an extra D6 on any hit dice spend. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So I did 3, so I get 3d6. 1, 2, 3. Roll.
Yeah, so everybody kind of gathers around in the rubble of the room. Maggie pulls out her lute, or do you do the pipes?
We're doing the lute.
Okay. And it's just a nice soft melody to relax everybody as you continue on. Punctuated every now and then by Ingrid squawking.
Most of the way there.
Ingrid, played by Alan Tudyk, by the way.
Yes, of course. The guy has range, and we got him.
I have cure wounds. Does anyone need additional healing?
No,
alright.
I'm okay. I'm 43 out of 45.
My occasional.
Okay. Alrighty.
This must be really messing with your sleep schedule. Considering you're nocturnal. Or are you diurnal?
What's it? Oh, I'm trying to go with Victor. What's that mean?
Oh, diurnal means...
It means when you're dead.
When you die. Urnal.
Yes.
You get
Die in a
You
urinal.
get to
Wait, no,
urn.
I just went to Ezra. Nope,
It's so hard.
You get put in an urn when you're dead. That's what it means.
Forget about
Yeah.
it.
Accents aren't easy, are they?
I need to find something other than forget about it to get back into it.
It's true. You have to have like a phrase to like pull you in.
No.
It's
You
crazy.
can be, hey, I'm flying here.
Hey, I'm flying
This is like
here.
generic New Yorker, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so after a short rest, you guys step through to the next room, and you enter into, you kind of enter into the room and realize that it almost looks like you're in an open space now. There is nothing but clouds and a sky around you.
Wide open space.
Is there a ground?
Room to make.
There is the. Oh wow, that is really loud. Sorry, hang on. Turn down the wind a little bit here. There is a walkway that you guys are on that ends. It's kind of a platform that ends, and around you is just like clouds and sky. You do see ahead of you is a tiled area, just kind of a walkway with a tiled area, and there are 4 different colors of tiles. And then on the far end of it is probably about a 60-foot walkway that leads to another platform, and there are 4 brooms laying on the ground there. And then off in the distance, you see what appears to be kind of a rising up out of another stone pillar that has a large nest at the top.
What do I look like, your ma? You want me to sweep this place?
And then there is also a little
Forget
sign.
about it.
A little what? What?
A little sign.
Little sign.
I thought you said a little sleigh.
A little sign.
The 4 brooms pulled a little sleigh.
Oh, fun.
Ooh.
And the sign just says, "Consult the tablet, and I always like to be first."
What tablet?
The one we got from the homunculus. From Kilobex.
Yep.
Let's see.
Pull it out of him.
Oh,
The riddle tablet.
that's right.
The thing we're here doing.
Yeah.
No, I didn't realize that we took that with us.
Yeah.
Yes. It was on his insides. I remember now.
Yep. So once again, it's consult the tablet. I always like to be first.
Let's consult the tablet then. Who has it? What does it say?
I always like to be first.
That's what the tablet says?
No, the tablet says the same stuff that it did before. Tricks,
I
result,
gotcha,
orders.
yeah.
Or yeah, blah blah blah.
Are there any eyeballs in the room?
There are no eyeballs in this room that you can see.
I feel like
I always like
we have to be the first to the nest.
I. Door I.
Dora?
Dora.
Soy Dora.
Can you say TPK?
I.
How to
Thine.
summon-
That's Spanish for
Thine help.
your.
We have to bleep that.
No, we don't. We're well into the YouTube.
No, we'll come back.
All
to
right,
that.
fine.
There's like 3 kids that watch this. Well, at least 1 kid.
There's at least one kid that watches it.
Sorry, kid. Adult language.
Sorry, children.
Earmuffs.
Child.
That's like no, I won't do that. Roger.
And it is like I, like the letter I.
It is, yeah, like the letter I, not like
Thought I
I.
would
I
check.
like to be first. So like from this point, there's like nowhere to walk essentially. Like
Except-
everything is kind of just off.
Yeah,
There's
it's
like a
just a
platform
cloud.
with
Yep.
the broom.
It's
There's a
just
thing over
it's
there.
just your platform,
Okay.
the walkway to the other platform that has this 4 colored path on it,
Okay.
and then just clouds.
Can I?
Well,
who
sure.
has good investigation or perception check for traps?
No.
Says the rogue.
I have sleight of hand.
Yeah.
I could do it. I have -1.
I can do perception. It's not great.
I have a +3. It's the highest I have.
That's what I have.
That's what I have to.
I'm -1.
I think we all have the same stats. Why did we do that?
-1 on most things.
I love how your archetype is also scout. Like you should be better at perception. You're great at survival. Yeah, your archetype is scout.
You just hear a faint kind of as while he's waiting to figure out what we're doing is eating one of the teeth.
Let's go to the colored path and see if there's another clue.
All right.
Okay.
Towards the brooms.
Yeah. So you step up 10 feet to the colored path. There's just 4 different colors: green, yellow, red, blue.
I'm no genius.
What did the thing say again?
It said, consult the tablet.
think those
I
colors
like
are
to be
important.
first.
Let's see. Which of these words has an I in it? I have no idea. You can't read.
Dysphoria, vine,
Tricks.
tricks. And then
Everybody go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
Oh,
Let's
dear.
see. We'll go ahead and see if we can get a clue going on here.
Not good.
16.
16?
9.
9? Maggie?
5.
5?
15.
50. Wow.
What? How did that happen?
Well, you
But
can't
my
read,
phone
so
is-
you don't
I've
really.
got my phone upside down, so.
So Gwen, you're looking over the tablet, and you notice that there are certain words that are capitalized, but it seems odd to capitalize every single word in the sentence.
Okay. Interesting. Where? Let's get that map. Back up. O-D-T-H.
Trod.
Trod.
the jade
The
pass or
Jaded.
jaded path.
deed.
Oh,
Path.
the A.
Jaded path.
Jaded. Path.
So green.
Okay, green.
Green path.
So would somebody like to step on to...
Yes.
Listen.
I'm gonna push you on it.
I got
Because you can fly.
I got this.
Yeah, so you flop onto the closest green tile, and nothing happens.
It's safe. Good work.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's go down the green path.
All right, let's go.
Get to our brooms.
Okay.
Get to the
So you guys go hopping along the jaded path. The first letter in each sentence being.
Oh, I thought they were like 4 lanes. Like
No.
that, so they're like all mixed.
They're
up.
all mixed in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the penitent man. You know.
Penitent man. Doesn't
So you get to the other side of the platform and you see the brooms.
Do they look like brooms of flying?
They look like brooms right now.
Are they laying down, standing up?
They are laying down flat.
Is it a nimbus?
It is.
Let's go.
Fire.
I'm
It's a
gonna
Nimbus
walk
2.
up and grab one.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
So Cilin and Gwen each grab a broom, and as you do, the 3 bird heads poke out from the nest, and 3 creatures take off into the sky. And at first you think they're just eagles, but the 4 legs quickly dissuade you of that notion as 4 griffins pass overhead in formation and start flying off. You can see around each of their necks is a key.
Have to catch them.
And then you do feel the magic in the broom that you're holding, and as you kind of like turn it over, you do see that yours says jade on it, and yours says sapphire.
I will say sapphire.
Jade.
And kick off.
Okay,
See-
yep. Both of you take off flying. Yours says topaz,
That was remarkable. Topaz. Go.
and yours says ruby.
It says
that's right.
I just start flying.
Yeah, you just start
The
flying.
broom is faster.
Actually,
By 10.
yeah, by 10, but
I'm at 40 move speed.
I thought the broom was 60. Is it 50?
It's 50. Unless you're overweight. Like if you're
None of us in this group are overweight.
If you're over 250 pounds.
None of our characters in this group.
I
are
would
overweight.
say
It's a fantasy.
so you're flying. You just got the broom.
You're just
Oh, carry the sword.
but you're
Carrying it in your claws.
perfect. Maggie and Cilin are clutching the broom and flying around.
so stupid.
I'll say that Gwen, I mean, you're a monk. You know how to balance. You're probably like skateboard riding.
Oh yeah,
your
I'm
broom.
surfing. I'm surfing.
You're surfing the broom for sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of a skill challenge here. I want you guys to kind of like tell me what you're trying to do to try and catch up to these griffins, trying to grab the keys, whether it's making a leap to jump onto one with an acrobatics check, or using a spell in a creative way, or just using magic in a creative way in order to do that, and then rolling an associated skill with it. So it's going to take a few successes to get all the keys, but let's go ahead and roll initiative and see who starts off with this.
17 or 17.
17 for
Also
Cilin?
17. These are full-grown griffins.
Yes.
Okay. I need to make that distinction before I make my choice.
Okay.
12.
12. Maggie?
19.
19. And
I'm sorry, what is the...
initiative.
Initiative, terrible. 8.
8. Okay.
Actually, I have advantage on initiative, so 15.
15.
16.
And what was yours again?
12.
12? Okay. So first up is going to be Maggie, actually. Maggie, what would you like to do to try and catch up to these griffins?
How far away are they?
At this point, it's kind of a nebulous, you're on a chase scene, so they're as far away as they need to be for the plot, or they're as close as they need to be for the plot. So, I mean, obviously, like, just having, there's one right here, and I just grabbed the key. That's not going to work. You'll have to tell me, like, how you catch up to them.
Okay.
You'll have enough movement in your broom in order to get to the griffins.
Well, I would like to try to cast sleep again.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, if you
It has a range of 90 feet.
Okay. Yeah. So you're flying through the air, and you kind of reach out your hand. I would say Ingrid is behind you, like clutching the broom as tightly as possible. And you reach out your hand and you send out a wave of magic. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check. This is a skill challenge. It's not exactly normal magic rules that we're playing.
That's 18.
18. Yeah. So you kind of throw your hand out, and one of the griffins kind of like starts chuffing.
I know what that is now.
Clacking its beak because technically it's a bird, and then its eyes just droop closed and it starts falling rapidly.
Okay.
So it is no longer, well, not rapidly, but it's no longer flying away from you as quickly as possible. So you can start like diving down towards it, or somebody else can. So that's your turn. That's your skill check, and then we will go to Cilin.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'll try to go for the nearest one, see if I can use my dagger and like slice it off the neck or the.
Yeah,
slice the neck.
It's just slice the bird's neck. It's just like a sleight of hand. It's just like picking a pocket, right?
Right.
Except for it's a giant angry bird.
Picking a giant angry bird's pocket.
Yeah. So a sleight of hand
Not
check.
his.
Picking Big Bird's pocket.
That sounds
Sexual.
not great.
Okay. So sleight of
What
hand.
you do?
Yeah.
Tell him I don't have
Bird's
any
pocket.
pockets.
That's 21.
21.
10 plus 11.
Okay.
It's part of the
So
dress.
you kind of like duck underneath it, and it pulls its head up
Expert level.
and back as you like get near, almost like it's trying to, and your dagger nicks the cord and untangles it, and you reach your other hand behind you and grab the key as it breaks free, and the thing just keeps flying on like it doesn't even realize the key is gone.
I can't see it.
Okay. Then we go to. That's one of the griffins. Then we go to Gwen.
Okay. I'm going to try and be stealthy and fly like above one of them.
Okay.
And then hang off by my legs and just like pull it off its head.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Oh yeah, like
Okay.
knees hooked over the.
Yeah.
Over the
Do it
Oh my gosh, critical failure.
So Gwen tries to do that, and you end up slipping off the broom. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw as you tumble onto this griffin and try to catch purchase.
Oh no. 10.
10? Yeah, we'll go ahead and say that you grab onto feathers and the thing starts like squawking and bucking. So it will need to be calmed down. We'll basically say that your next check will be at disadvantage to try and like recover from this.
Yeah.
Your boots are flying too.
Yeah.
That's true.
Worst,
you do have your
worst
boots
case
flying.
scenario, if I fall, I'm okay. But
Okay.
the broom's probably just sailing.
Yeah, the room is definitely just
Yeah.
sailing away at this point. Technically, you can mentally command it if you, but you don't really know all the triggers
Right.
for it and everything.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to who?
Question.
Yes.
How long is this transpiring? Because I would like to cast Speak with Animals, but it takes 10 minutes.
It takes 10 minutes to cast.
To not be moving too.
We're in a skill challenge, so I'm bending the rules of magic a little bit here,
Okay.
as far as that goes. So go ahead and give me. Let's go ahead and have you give me an animal handling check, or a nature check.
That would be... What, or nature?
Yeah.
I'm checking to see which one's better. I'll go with the animal handling, so that's going to be a 15?
15. Yeah. So you cast speak with animals, and what do you say to this griffin?
Can I tell if it's boy or girl?
As a bird person?
As a bird person.
Yes. It is. Which would you like it to be?
Flip a coin. I'll talk to him differently either way.
It is female.
Female, okay.
Hey there, gorgeous. How's it going?
Hi.
Fancy seeing a bird like you out at a time like this. I mean, you know, I'm normally a predator of the night, but in the daytime, if I was to see guys like yours, I'd come out more often.
I have a boyfriend. He's over there, and you look over, and the griffin that she's pointing to is the one that currently is trying to buck Gwen off. And she goes,
Hey, listen.
What is he doing with that
And
hussy?
it's screaming, I have a girlfriend, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not holding him up, sweetheart. I mean, like, you got options. I'm saying, I'm not gonna, make your choices for you. You're a strong, independent woman. I don't want to.
On seeing like Gwen literally riding her boyfriend, she does look very jealous, and she says, "That jerk."
Tell you what, I got an idea. You could make him just as mad. Give me the key.
All right.
Tell you what, I'll even let you have a feather. I happen to be quite the athlete. People know me. The name means something somewhere. Blink.
And she takes the
Think
feather in her
else we
beak, and she like offers you the
That's
key.
right, with my mouth, because I'm flying.
Yeah.
With your broom and your talons.
Yes. Yeah. So you can go ahead and claim that key.
Would you also like this broom I found?
You can take the bard out of the character sheet, but you can't take it out of the player.
Okay.
Listen,
And she goes,
thanks.
like trot flying over and like passes by, and you hear the other one go, "Hey, where'd you get that feather?" And she's like, "Wouldn't you like to know?" And then just like she like banks and starts flying back towards the nest. Meanwhile, about 50 feet down, Maggie is currently in a spiral, trying to grab this key.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would you like to do now?
I want to.
And Ingrid is, of course, behind you, flapping wildly, trying to slow you guys down because she's in free fall right now.
Sorry, darling.
The smoke is coming out of her chimney, makes you
Yeah.
look like you're on fire. It's going down.
Let's
Don't know how the smoke got started in there, but
It's coming. It's happening. Yeah.
Hmm.
She has a little fireplace.
I
Keep the eggs warm.
want to. Let's see. Hang on. Let me see what I got.
you can just use a skill if you want.
No, I want it to be something fun.
You want magical.
I want
best
to
part
take
about
my
Meekmarrow.
loot and reach it out
Okay.
and try and.
Let's do acrobatics or sleight of hand, whichever one is better for you.
So there's only 3 griffins or 4?
There's only 3.
We're trying to get the one from
His
griffin.
Yeah,
right?
you know what?
Or
There were 4 griffins. Yeah, sorry,
Alright,
there
so
were
say
4.
the 2 of
because
us.
I was like, you 2 already got your keys.
I keep thinking there's a jet fighter.
16.
16? Yeah, so you hear
flying
a little
overhead this time of night?
clunk, 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 and you pull up, and you leave this other griffin plummeting fast asleep, as you look in, and you do have the key inside, so you can
Okay.
pull
I
it
might
out.
kind of conk it on the head
Yeah.
as I get it so that it wakes up.
Okay, perfect.
I don't
Yeah,
want it to fall
it
down.
manages to like squawk awake and catch itself. So yeah, there's 3 keys total.
Yes.
The 4th key is still on El Macho and Gwen. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna be like, stop! fighting me, and just go fury of blows.
Okay. All right. Let's just go ahead and just do like a. Do you have athletics? A good athletics?
Yeah, I can do athletics.
Yeah, do athletics.
Okay, 15.
15? Yeah, you definitely like after like 3 or 4 hits, it just like sits there in a daze. It just is flying like really sluggishly. You take the key and it's like, I'm going home.
I'm like, wait, no, I need you. I'm gonna try and guide it to a thing.
Okay.
And ride it safely down.
So as you grab that 4th key, you do see a kind of swirl of air and another platform appears.
Oh, nice.
And there is a doorway in that platform with 4 locks.
Sweet.
So you guide your griffin down. The rest of you guide your brooms or fly, holding your broom down, and land on the platform.
Man, these brooms are useless. It's like a taxi.
And as you do land on this platform, each of your brooms dissolves.
Well, I hope we don't have to go back. Because
Yeah,
I mean, I'll be fine.
There's probably
the
a way.
little candle man keeps
There's a way out on the
saying,
other side.
if we
There's
leave.
there's kind of a little chink, and you see this this full green spiraling path leading back through the clouds back to the way you came. Fully green,
Convenient.
fully jade. Okay. And with that, you each put in your key, twist the knob.
When our powers combine.
Yep. The door opens up, and we'll find out what happens next time, actually. This is going to be a 2-parter, just because we did have some issues tonight, and we have to cut it a little bit short. But
Don't worry about it.
next time Colby will be back, we'll find a way to bring him in, I suppose.
It'll be a hoot.
It'll be a hoot. No. But yes,
Wait, I
it will
think
be
that
a
was
hoot.
Colby I just heard.
that was the.
It sounded like freedom.
That was the sleeping griffin waking
Yeah.
up, falling.
But thank you everybody for joining us. This is really fun. I always enjoy the Little Hopes. And I'll go ahead and give them, we'll give them experience and obviously treasure at the end here and everything. But we'll find out what happens next time and see if they can get the tower.
Don't forget.
Oh, right. Like, comment, subscribe, merchandise. Look at that beautiful merch
Don't
that
ignore
is
the
being
fact
wrapped.
that it's off center.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't forget to join the
Beautiful.
Discord. And once again, thanks to Syrinscape for providing the music. There's a link in the description to where you can go if you want to try it out for yourself. It's good stuff. Yeah.
Hashtag flat Aneria.
Hashtag flat.
Flat Aneria.
All right. Have a good one, guys. Good night.
Bye.